How was that? We rolled in with a damn. We rolled in with a damn. Dude, how are you?
I'm a bit freaked out.
So listen, everyone. Welcome to HFD Podcast. We're a bit thrown because for the last half an hour we've been at the front recording these lights in the sky.
Yeah.
Dude, check our Discord. Like, there's some freakish lights happening in the sky. Krillin is adamant that there's someone testing spotlights.
I'm telling you, man, it was weird. Like, we got a
Check the Discord.
So we got a phone call from the one and only Johnny G, and he goes, "What did he say to us?"
He goes, "Listen, man, Maddie saw these lights in the sky. We couldn't see nothing. Admittedly,
couldn't see nothing."
And then all of it, I got up on the pillar of the fence, and I was like, "Wait, Chris, wait!" And then Krillin is, they're called event spotlight.
It's funny how Krillin is like the biggest conspiracy theorist, and he's the one that's not believing it.
He's lying. He goes,
what if it isn't a UFO and they're beaming onto us right now?
Listen, I want to do is I say hello to a few people first. So while we're here, Dam's in the chat. He says Port Hess. GT23 says hello. GT is wild. Don't at me. Uppercut is first up. Yeah, with the Port Hess. These lights for real going to make me have a fit, Willie said. William, that's my nephew, I think. HFD says, check the Discord for the video. Damn, from Don't At Me. Joy of Unknown says, hello, guys. Hey, Joy. How are you going? How you going, man? Joy of Unknown says.
Joy of Unknown's wild.
He's a Hawthorn fan by the looks of it.
He is. Yeah, he was in the chat a few weeks ago.
I can't see any lights, Dam says. Hey, guys. Krillin says, not UFO. Check the Discord, though, Dam, and go watch the video.
If you live, like, near the city, not near the city, you reckon?
I reckon past. Even more Adelaide Oval-ish.
That way?
I think so, yeah. Past, though. I think it's further.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of light activity, guys, so who knows? We could be being attacked by UFOs, but there's one thing that these UFOs can't do is
stop the
HFD podcast.
That's wild. It's wild. Listen,
we look like maniacs out there. Like, just
we were out there and there was this car, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, we were. Oh, gee.
It was fun.
No, it was good fun, man.
It was good fun, man.
I've never started off a podcast like that before.
Dude, it's pretty weird.
It is.
It is pretty weird.
It is. But hey, we're here now. We're back at the podcast.
We are.
You've been missing for a while.
I haven't been missing.
Where you been, man? Where you been?
Well, I've been here. You guys just been doing a lot of footy shows.
We have.
And I didn't want to come on the footy shows to pay you out that I'm doing well in the
there is one thing I want to ask you. What, after 5 rounds, do you still hate Matty Nicks?
Yeah.
I think he's done fantastic.
He's done okay.
That was hard for you to say.
No, he's done okay. But I said this to you to begin with.
Mate.
Being a good coach doesn't mean you should beat. He's beating the teams he should have beat. You said yourself you don't think Port are a top 8 team this year.
No.
He beat Port. Right? Lost to GWS, who are shit.
Yeah, I know.
Lost to Richmond, who...
All I can say...
No, but then who's he beaten?
Who did they beat last week?
Fremantle, Port, and who was last week? Carlton. So maybe Carlton, you say, but then again, you got to look at it. The Crows haven't left South Australia for a month.
Yes, true. Well, that's
I said that to everyone.
That's what I said.
I said that to everyone. I said it's a bit of a false. Listen, I'm a Crows fan, but it's a false sort of position because they haven't left the state for a month. And they lost to Richmond and GWS.
Do you ever listen, like, I don't know if you do with like soccer and that, but do you ever listen to champion data?
Yes, sometimes.
So right now, right, if you look at the champion data, the Crows are the best performing team in all of the AFL. Now,
yeah, probably.
If they keep trajecting in that trajectory, then they'll be a contender for the flag.
Yeah, but...
If they do.
Exactly.
Yeah, but... they're playing very sexy footy.
You get those stats when, for one, you're playing against the teams they've beaten are not. There's no team. None of those teams they've beaten are winning a flag.
Probably not.
No. Arguably,
What?
Arguably, none of the teams they've beaten are even a finals team.
yeah,
Are Carlton a finals team? We don't know.
Well, no.
No, they
We don't
weren't.
know. The thing is, though, like I've watched other teams play, and I've watched the Crows play, and the way they move the ball is the way I see it is far superior right now than any other team.
Yeah, but again, that's what I'm saying. If they go, this is what I
injuries
say.
will kill them.
This is what I say. If Crows go do that to Collingwood,
in Melbourne,
and even if they do it here, right? Then you say, okay, that means something. It's a statement.
Yeah.
But all the teams they've beaten, none of them are finals teams, and they lost to GWS who are shit, and Richmond, who are arguably
Richmond are
a good team.
I mean,
at the time, Richmond
yeah, but they got a lot of injuries now.
Now they didn't at the time.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah. I see
So was gather round a success? Rob says. How you going, Rob?
100%. He was. The only thing that let it down was the rain, but it's still got heaps of people going and a very big success because now they got three more years out of it. So huge success.
See, Rob, I'm sort of on Rob's argument there. He said, Chris, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Calm down.
100%. I know. I don't like the Crows, man. I hope they fucking die, tomorrow.
He says,
I'm just...
Damn says huge success, Dr. Laz. But do you know what? I heard apparently it wasn't.
Why?
Well, apparently they were saying things were sold out, but then they had camera views and there was like...
Yeah, but that's because it was raining.
Yeah, I know, but...
So a lot of people were there. I know someone that was there.
If it was in Melbourne, every game... probably arguably would have had more fans.
Maybe. But you're not going to do it in Melbourne.
No, because every game it's gather round every week in Melbourne.
Yeah, exactly, it's gather round every week.
No, I get it. I get why they did it. But
yeah. No, it was good. Look,
weren't they doing it to try to take on? Didn't rugby do something similar? And it's called
Magic Round or something.
That's the one.
Yeah, they do.
And they're trying to take them on, aren't they?
They are, and I think for the game, I thought it was fantastic.
Listen.
The weather did let it down, but it was still.
I've said that to you, and listen, I'm a Crows fan, and I've said, but it's pretty unfair that they made the Crows play, and this for the rest of the comp. I mean, the Crows played the Showdown, which was an away game, but was home.
No, first they played Richmond.
Richmond home, right? Then they played Showdown, so technically home, and then they played.
Then they played Freo.
Freo home.
Yep, and
then gather round home, which was away. So they really every other team should be saying, "Well, Crows didn't leave Adelaide for a month."
Yeah, but Collingwood does that.
I know that would be the
all
Crows,
the time.
So Collingwood, Richmond, Melbourne, they do that. It's
so they can't say that. Like the Perth teams could say it.
Real fans turn up, rain or shine. Wimps, Rob says.
No, apparently there was a lot of fans there, but they were undercover.
Yeah,
they went and stood at the back.
Yeah,
because there was no. It was torrential rain.
Damn says Crows by 60 against Collingwood. Easy win.
He thinks every team that Crows play are going to win by 60.
Well, listen, I said this.
Or Port's going to lose by 60.
But I said this to Dan once before. Listen, I don't know how old Dan is.
Dan's wild.
But
he's about 20.
If you've been a Crows fan, and I've been a Crows fan since day dot, the one team Crows have struggled against, even when we're good, is Collingwood. We've never been good against them.
If you play them now, they're actually like...
No, but even when we're good, we barely go there and beat them.
Yeah.
And they're shit. It's just a team we don't... And it's because of the MCG, we don't play
I
much
reckon
there.
It's either going to be them or Melbourne. Well, you know who's a surprise? Essendon.
Yes.
Huge surprise. I thought they were going to be Hess, but they've actually...
Well, listen, you know who'll be good too? They lost to you guys, but Sydney is still good.
Sydney is still good. I saw them play against...
Because they really shouldn't.
No,
they really shouldn't have lost to Port.
No,
it was amateurish. You'd call it.
Yeah, we just played.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was just amateur.
We played them at their own game.
But I'm saying leading by that much with 3 minutes to go, you shouldn't lose. It's amateurish. But credit to Port.
I mean, shit happens.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree.
It was a good win.
I agree. Eagles by 60. Joy of Unknown says, you guys are legends. Thanks, Joy.
GT23.
He says Eagles by 60.
You know what GT23 asked us to do? He wants, you know how Dam's got his own little thing?
He wants one for him.
Yeah.
You know what we'll do? Now we'll get like a Gran Torino, like Clint Eastwood. Get off my lawn. What's a GT?
No, I thought we'd do like a, like Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
It's me, it's GT23.
That's
Do anything
wild.
like that?
The diamond cutter.
Yeah, the Diamond Cutter goes.
That's the best.
Maybe we'll see.
We're gonna find one for him. What can we do for GT23? He needs something. What's his nickname?
GT 23.
Just got to get this Ford GT just going. That's wild.
Damn, it just fits, doesn't it?
It's because it's there. Ron Simmons is such a legend.
He is.
So,
But yeah, the footy show has been great, guys, and thanks for everyone who's come in and helped us out with that too. We really enjoy it. But I have missed you, man.
why am I doing so good in the footy tips?
Let's not talk about footy tips.
No, listen, can I tell?
Let's not talk about it.
If Johnny's in the chat, I don't know if Johnny's here with us. The good old Johnny G.
Yeah.
He goes to me, and I spoke to him about this today, and he cracked up when I said it to him because he knows it's true. I go, John. I'm on the phone to you, and you go to me, Richmond are missing Nankervis, they're missing someone else, he said. He goes, they're going to struggle now. He goes, they'll struggle to make the 8, he said to me now. And they're playing Sydney. And then you know what he does? He goes and tips Richmond. And I'm like, why'd you do that? And when I said it to him on the phone, he's cracking up laughing. And I'm like, you're a dickhead.
Like, I picked North Melbourne to be Brisbane, the only one. So, and I've got my reasons, but...
Do you know what I said to you? The problem is when you're doing bad in the tip, when you're down low, right? You think that you've got to do weird tips to get ahead.
Yeah, correct.
But it actually fucks you up.
It does.
You've actually just got to tip favourites.
Yeah.
And it will get, because
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you've got, I know what you do. You think you've got to go for oddballers, but it actually fucks you.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Like,
Yeah.
I was
You
just
went
like,
for
I'm
oddball.
like,
I saw your tips. I saw it.
I had to take a risk, so
Yeah.
I took a risk and didn't pay out for me. So, but
John is there.
I thought John would have been abducted by now.
Yeah, because he was there. He's the one that showed us the. You
But-
guys will beat us.
Beat-
Joy said. Is that about who are Hawthorn playing this week?
Crows?
Oh yeah, he goes 100 plus.
Yeah, but it's in Tassie, man. So like, Crows never really play well in Tassie, do they?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think it'd be 100 plus, but
No, it won't be 100 plus.
but
It won't be 100 plus.
But no, as I said before, guys, thanks guys for supporting the footy podcast. Yeah, we enjoy doing it, but really miss doing this podcast with KP. We've it's been a few weeks now, so it's just hard sometimes with work and all that kind of stuff. So,
Well,
but it's good to see everyone in the chat come support us tonight. Cause,
on Friday, me and John are meant to do a watch along,
yeah,
but we're boycotting that watch along to do a gaming session instead
cool.
because
It's a Hess game.
we don't like either of those teams. I know it's technically John's second favorite team, Bulldogs. He loves them.
I think if
But Fremantle Bulldogs has.
I think if Fremantle were more competitive, I think they'd be better. But right now, they're
It's
not
just,
really.
I don't know. We just
doing
don't
that
like
well.
those teams.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, fair
boring.
enough.
So we're just, we're going to do gaming instead.
Yeah, that's fair enough, man. I'm actually going to the West Coast Port game on the weekend, so I won't be able to do a watch along. But
GT says Port 100 plus against West Coast.
I don't know about that. West Coast did play well against Geelong in that second half. So
Yeah, but where it was over there, and then they're
Yeah.
coming here.
but
Port-
I did tell you
Port will
before because I talked to you about footy before, right? And I showed you how hard our first 5 rounds were.
Yeah, they were.
To be 3-2,
Yeah, they've done well.
I'm so happy.
But I said that to you. I said if Port come out of it, I said even with 2 wins, I said they'll be happy, and they came out of it with 3.
Yeah,
So they got to be.
I mean, very
Because
closely
the showdown at Derby is unknown.
unknown.
It's unknown.
Yeah, and that
They beat
lost.
Brisbane,
We smashed Brisbane.
which everyone,
Should
no
have
one
smashed.
tipped them for Brisbane.
No one did. We lost to Collingwood. They smashed us,
And they won on the weekend. Yeah, Collingwood smashed yours.
and then Crows gave us a hiding in that last quarter, but it was close all game.
Yeah.
And then we beat Sydney at Sydney, which
Yes,
is
that's the big
unfathomable.
one. Sydney at Sydney.
And then we beat the Bulldogs, which
I
could have won that game as well.
I tip Port.
Thanks, man. You're a nice guy.
They're not going to win.
You always pick Crows, though.
Always. I actually have picked Crows every round.
You can tell why he's winning, guys.
Going in my favour. No, but every game, I thought, listen, I don't rate GWS.
I think they're a good team. Like
So
they can play good footy when they want to,
Yeah.
but they're not consistent, and
Yeah,
they've lost so many
So I
good players.
tipped Crows against GWS because John was upping them, and I was like, I'll go with them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
my team. And then against Richmond, it was here. I was like, well, if Crows want to make a statement, they got to win. So I tipped them. They lost. But then against Port, I was never going to tip Port because...
Of course.
You know,
well, that could have,
that could go either way.
3/4 time, it was even.
And then because Crows played really good against Port, the next game, every game was at home. I'm like, you got to tip them. Fremantle, that you had to tip them.
Well, they're going to Tassie now. They haven't travelled in 4 weeks.
Exactly. So you don't know how they're going to go. You got to tip them on form, but... Yeah, exactly.
So what else, man? What else are we going on? Apart from the footy,
Man.
How was Melbourne?
Melbourne was good.
Was it good not having...
Do you like the shoes I got, man?
I do like them, actually.
everyone
I'm an
like
Adidas guy, so I love them.
These are so comfortable, but how good are they?
Do you know what first thing I noticed when I looked at them? Port Adelaide colours.
No, there's no white.
There's white socks. There's white socks.
Where? Yeah, but no white on the shoes.
No, but you know.
Dude, how good is it though? They're
They
so
are
cool.
nice. How comfy are they?
So comfy.
So,
These and the Under Armours that I've got, like those Under Armour slip-ons, the hovers, they're called HOVRs, I think.
Yeah.
That's the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. These are real close second.
Well, these are
Ultra Boost. They're
the Ultra Boost.
Yeah, and these are the same. They got the same Ultra Boost sole, because they're Adidas Originals.
Yeah, I love the Ultra Boost. Yeah. They're really comfy. If you guys want comfy shoes,
Ultra
either
Boost.
get the Ultra Boost or the
Under Armour. The thing about them is Adidas and Under Armour is what I say is you can move. There's heaps of movement.
Yeah, and the sole's
It's
thick.
Yeah. Whereas on Nikes, they're comfortable, but there's no movement in there. That's why they're not as comfortable.
They're more rigid.
Yeah, they're rigid. They're for a narrow foot, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good, man. Me and Jess had fun. We were there, and you can tell I don't like footy because I went to Melbourne during gather round.
You can tell. Did you plan that? No. Did you look at the calendar? Oh, footy's coming all over here. Let's fucking get the fuck out of here.
No idea.
Uh-huh.
Listen, man, I've been a Crows fan since day dot, and I am a Crows fan. But I've always stated this on here. I just don't like the way the game is now.
Yeah.
It's just gone in a bad direction for me.
Yeah,
I hate how they change rules and shit, but...
Yeah. We all hate that. But, you still get behind your team.
Oh,
that's what
Crows, I'll get behind. Adidas should sponsor HFD, Dan reckons.
I think they should, yeah.
I'd take it.
Get them.
Imagine this HFD top had an Adidas symbol there.
That'd be wild.
Fucking wild.
Maybe one day.
KP rocking the port kicks.
Who said that?
GT. Dude, they're so good. They're so fucking good, man.
I must admit, Port do have the best colours.
No.
Everyone that I talk to says that. Teal, the black and the white. Beautiful. The Crows have a very... I'm not saying they're bad. I don't like the colours, but...
The Crows don't have the best colours.
No, but they're intimidating.
A little bit.
Yeah.
The best colours is... And I'm just saying it because I'm a Man United fan. It's probably like Essendon. Red and black. Well, if you're a true Port fan, black and white's your favourite, isn't it?
Yeah, but I've adopted the power now.
Yeah.
So
you weren't really a Port Adelaide fan, were you?
I was more power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I grew up...
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I grew up watching the AFL.
I know some people like that weren't into it and just...
But I acknowledge what history did, yeah.
Joy of Unknown says, what gaming are you guys into? Listen, we're into all types of gaming, but on Friday night, me and John are going to be streaming Ark. It's called Ark Survival Evolved, but we're going to be streaming the Battle Royale, which is called the Survival of the Fittest. Me and John have a laugh doing that.
Wild.
Yeah, but we're into all games. Me and Chris have won Fortnite games live on stream.
We have.
Which is...
Go back and have a look.
Yeah,
it's on our show.
And I've done a few. We love all of it, man. We play FIFA, Call of Duty, Fortnite, everything. But yeah, we're going to be streaming Ark Survival of the Fittest on Friday night. So that'll be me and Johnny G. Hopefully you guys can come in and join us. And we'll be talking about the Fremantle Bulldogs game. We'll be having it on in the background, just
and
having a laugh while we're playing. So yeah.
And
Scientifically, a goalkeeper who wears red concedes less goals. Proven fact, Rob reckons.
Really? Why is that?
Probably because they're intimidating. Red is the intimidation, isn't it?
Maybe because it's a stop colour.
It wouldn't bother me, I don't think.
It would.
I'm trying to think going through on... I don't...
Do you ever look at colours when you play?
The keeper doesn't...
Maybe subconsciously.
When I'm through on goal, the keeper doesn't faze me in any way.
No? What about your mate George? It's massive.
He is massive.
Goldberg.
I don't know. It's just... Yeah. I just look at angles. I don't actually look at the keeper. I look where he is and I just look angles.
Oh, right.
And I like to make keepers make a move, and then when they move, I sit them down. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like to make keepers make a move, so then they commit that, and then I just ping it.
Have you ever had like you do that and then they actually saved it?
Yeah, everyone. You're never going to say you haven't because that would mean you'd be, I mean, Messi wouldn't be able to say he hasn't. It's just, but that's what I like to do personally. And if I'm through on goal and you don't have time to do that, I just go for like the most high probability, like where, like low and like if I know that's where it's going in, like they can't get down to it. If I'm through, bang, I try to go quick. If I'm through, so the keeper doesn't get a chance to set himself. If a keeper sets himself, he can make a dive. But I like to, if you can bang it before he does, he can't get anywhere.
Have you scored more goals with your feet or with your head?
Feet. I don't think any striker would say more, unless they're like Peter Crouch. But even him, I don't think he would. I scored a header on the weekend, actually. Not because we had a bye the week before.
I used to do, when I used to play soccer, I used to score heaps of headers because I was tall.
You're tall.
And
I'm actually, it's funny, I'm only 5'10", but I'm really good in the air.
Oh.
I've got a really good vertical leap.
Yeah.
But I'm good at, it's not even about that, I'm really good at judging it.
Yeah.
And I scored a header on the weekend.
Yeah.
I knew this guy was going for it, and I saw him get under it, and I just came back, and it went over him, and I just headed top corner. Because it's about reading, it's just about, that's what I think. Judging where it's going to go.
Nice. There you go. Bit of soccer.
What time is the stream Friday night? We will probably go live, probably around the same time the game goes live. I don't know what, maybe 7:30. I think me and John. It might be later because in Fremantle, isn't it? The game, but we'll go live about 7:30 this time, like 7:30.
Yeah. Are you going to be doing it live together?
Yeah, he's going to be.
He's going to be here, or he's going to be there?
No. He will just be in 2 boxes.
Oh, 2 boxes. Yeah. Fair enough.
You need to see Cucurella's miss. Oh my fucking god, I saw it. Yes, it wasn't.
When
good.
did the Crows play?
I'm gonna say Saturday, but I don't know. When
if
Port
it's
play?
Sunday, I might do
a Crows Saturday.
Crows watching.
Oh my god!
I'll just abuse everyone. I'll wear my Port scarf.
Yeah. Does that apply to jocks, Rob? Damn says. He goes, depends if it's the only thing you're wearing. That's fire. Joy says, yeah, that's.
But guys, if you're brand new to the show, make sure you share.
Subscribe, share, comment, subscribe, all the fancy stuff. It really helps us.
But what are we here today for, man?
Sunday, Joy said.
Sunday.
Lunch.
Oh, I might do a watch along.
Will John be doing it or will he be at work?
We'll see.
Will
I'm not sure. I might be able to do it. I might not. So, if I don't do Sunday, I'll definitely do Anzac Day.
Tuesday. Essendon, Collingwood.
100%. We could do it together.
Do you know that's going to be a big game, eh?
I know. That's why I want to do the watch along.
Because, like you said, Essendon in form. That's actually going to be a huge game, isn't it?
I want to watch.
Is that first versus second? Will be. It would be, isn't it?
Nah, they're third. Collingwood. St Kilda's still first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. St Kilda nearly beat Collingwood.
Yeah, I know. Are they still first even though they lost on the weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a killer percentage.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So.
Crows 60 plus, John says. Dams reckon Crows by 147.
Why 47 though?
I like 48 better.
I'm more of a 49 guy.
48 to the 49. Are you a San Francisco fan?
Nah,
49ers. Oh, is he?
John
He doesn't even know why. Why are you a 49ers fan? Oh, I like them.
It's like me. Why am I a...
Rob reckons Bombers by 40. Easy, he said. Easy.
What? Collingwood?
What, on Anzac Day? No way.
Not by 40.
If Bombers win by 40, that's a statement, and they'll be premiership favourites from now.
Yeah.
That's statement and a half.
Look, Collingwood have got a few injuries, though. So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
See, I like talking footy with you, though. That's why you should come on the show.
Listen, I always say this, and I've said it to you before, and you've caught me out on it. I know a lot about footy. The game pisses me off now.
Yeah, but we're talking about,
Yeah, okay. Agreed, Dr. Laz. Joy says, go Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, they're a
That's
NFL
wild.
team.
Well, John's 49ers.
Well, look, I used to like the Steelers.
You look like a Green Bay Packers fan.
Nah, I like the Buffalo Bills. But I did like the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. I don't know. I haven't really got like a proper team.
I told you on my team.
Yeah, I'm starting to go for the.
I like the Miami Dolphins because of Ace Ventura, Dan Marino. The Miami Dolphins.
Well, the reason I like the Buffalo Bills because I like their quarterback Allen. I think he's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, is Rodgers still playing for Green Bay?
He was. I don't know if he is still. He should be. He was good.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Miami Dolphins, man.
Dolphins wild.
Dan Marino, man.
Dan Marino.
You got to have funny reasons for it. You know, like back then I didn't even know what NFL was. And just,
Dan Marino.
you know, when we first watched Ace Ventura in Australia. Damn, like 3 digits. He likes 3-digit numbers, GT says.
He
That's
does.
why. Yeah.
I've had GT23 and Dan become good friends now.
I know, it's like they're like best mates.
Like best mates.
GT's in the closet Greek guy. You know what we got to do? We should just get the Zorba happening for him, like for when he comes in.
It's me. It's GT23.
That's wild. It was the first margin that popped into my head when we were doing the predictions. Yeah, but
that's why Dan is on the bottom of the ladder.
I was going to say, don't listen to Dan's predictions because he's the only person. The only person you listen to less than Chris on tips this year is Dan. So, you know,
100%.
Well, it was the week before when your partner Amanda.
She's smashing it.
No, but she picked Hawthorn. I was like, if she wants to get 9, what is she doing against Geelong? And she picked Hawthorn. And then she ended up getting 8. Like, and I reckon that was the only banker of the round. And
I told her, I go, make sure you pick Geelong.
I know, what's she doing?
Because you're going to get stitched up here. She's like, no.
Man.
Oh,
well, doesn't matter. But, so, what are we here for tonight, man?
Well, we're revisiting an old podcast we did last year?
Yeah, we've done it. Can I tell you the reason why I wanted... Rob got 8 last week, he said. Show us the tipping ladder. I don't have it here, Rob. I can bring it up on my phone and tell you where everyone is in a second. Yeah, but...
If you come onto the footy podcast, I do bring it up. So make sure you follow us and watch the footy podcast to see all the results.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the reason I said to Chris that I wanted to tip back into Am I the Arsehole is because I saw the funniest Am I the Arsehole and I told it to you. So I'm going to tell it again before we get into any other ones. So this guy put an Am I the Arsehole on the subreddit. If you don't know what Am I the Arsehole is, it's the subreddit that's got 7 million followers.
Wow.
And people go on there and just write, Am I the Arsehole for grounding my kid? Or, you know, just anything. It can be anything.
Well, we were on TikTok live tonight and we did a few.
So the one that got me laughing again and made me start thinking about it was, the other day I'm reading and this guy writes, Am I the arsehole for not letting my wife name our newborn after her brother? And I'm like, oh, okay. So I started reading it and the guy's explaining it and he's like, so I'll give you a breakdown of what happened. He's like, I'm a male, whatever, 30, my missus is female, 30, whatever. And he's like, he goes, my wife's brother, he was 35 years old and he had cancer and he passed away, like just recently, right? Which is, you know, tragic, sad. And he goes, and we've just had a newborn. And he goes, my wife wants to name our newborn son after her brother. Which, when you're saying it like that, sounds fine, right?
It sounds, it's a nice gesture.
It is. And he goes, and that's what he said. He goes, ordinarily, he goes, it wouldn't bother me. He goes, but my brother-in-law's name was Charles. May he rest in peace. And he goes, and my last name is Manson. And he goes, am I the arsehole for not allowing... And apparently his wife is saying to him, you're disrespecting my family, like full going mad at him. But he's like in turn saying, yeah, but our son's going to get paid out at school. He's going to have struggle getting a job later in life. And she's like, by that time, no one's going to even know who Charles Manson is. And he's like, we live in America. Like, everyone knows who Charles Manson is and they're going to know him for... So is he the arsehole or is she the arsehole?
She's the arsehole.
I think she is, man. I'm with him.
She needs to understand.
Like, chat, please get in on it.
Why can't she just make it like a middle name? At least, just do a middle name like you're not always going to say the middle name. Just
I
call it
know.
like, I don't
Call
know.
him
Call him like Bob,
Chris Charles Manson. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, whatever.
Do you know what I mean?
Dude,
That way
listen,
it doesn't really
if
affect.
my last name was Manson and my wife is saying we're naming our son Charles, there's no way it's happening. We'll be fighting. I'm with him. I'm with the guy. And I told it to Jess, and Jess is like, nah, she's crazy.
I want to hear what the chat say about
Like, yeah,
this.
please, chat, get involved. Like, she's the arsehole, right?
What can be another name that you wouldn't want your kid to be called?
If you had a last name. Like, it's not like, say, if your last name was Bond, you'd call your son James. It's cool. Do you know what I mean?
Like your name was like, your last name was Tracy and like it was Dick. What's your name?
Richard. Well, it's like, what's his name? You know the actor that's in Creed now? His name's Michael Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Right? The actor. So, surely his parents called him Michael. Their last name was Jordan because of Michael Jordan.
Do you
right?
remember?
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
They would have.
Do you remember when we were at school? There was a teacher and his last name was Anchor.
Yeah.
And his first initial started with the W.
Yeah.
And on his name tag it was W.
Yeah, Anchor.
Anchor?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I know.
I mean, the parents must have known that.
Surely they did.
Surely.
Surely maybe when they were young, Wanker wasn't a payout. Your name is
Oh, man. Poor bloke.
Joy says, I'm going Manson. What do you mean? You're saying that he's an asshole?
Who's an arsehole?
Joy of Unknown said, I'm going Manson.
So she reckons that it should be called Charles Manson.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you saying that you agree with the wife?
I don't know about
No, man. I'm not on her side at all.
that. Nah.
I want to hear what everyone else says.
Nah, you have to, I mean, look, you have to have a compromise. If you can't compromise, that's the whole thing about marriage. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's like if my last name was Hitler, man, I'm not calling my kid Adolf.
Nah.
It's like there's like Arab people, right? They've got a lot of, and I've met them, they've got the last name Hussein. I bet you they don't jump to call their kid Saddam.
Exactly. Or, yeah, like you said, Hitler.
Yeah. I guarantee you that, you know, the Arab community that have got that last name Hussein or Hussein, don't jump to call their kid Saddam, do they? No way. I've never
met a person with the last name Hitler.
I've met Husseins.
Hussein's
Yeah, I have. And none of them are called Saddam. No Manson, Krillin says. Yeah, I agree.
No?
Krillin says no Manson. Can't call the kid Charles. No Charles, we should say. You can't be calling your kid Charles if you're
I think she has to.
if your last name's Manson, she has to understand.
I think she has to understand. Or if she doesn't understand, then she's the
She's
arsehole.
tripping.
She's the
Yeah,
asshole.
she is. Marilyn Manson, GT saying, yeah, but that's not as bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's not as bad as Charles.
Yeah, but imagine you called the girl Marilyn.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Would you allow that?
Not Marilyn Manson. Too many
Who calls their
complications.
kid Marilyn now? No
Yeah,
one.
no. Too many complications later in life, Krillin says. I agree. He would struggle to get jobs. He'll get paid out in America. You know how much he'll cop it in school for being Charles Manson? Ah,
Heaps.
cop it, man.
Cop it. Big time.
That's like, if your last name's Bundy, you're not going to call him Ted. Maybe Al Bundy, because he was a champion. You're not going to call him Ted.
Yeah, but I know that. I know, but like it's her brother that just died.
It doesn't matter.
So I understand where she's coming from, but you need to be.
I'll say, listen, middle name is where I'd...
Yeah, you got to be compromised that way.
But then even it would still be something Charles Manson. It would still be Bob Charles Manson.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know, man. His real name is Warner, Rob says. Oh, about Marilyn Manson. There you go.
Who's Warner?
That's his real last
Oh, really?
name, is it? His
Oh,
last
okay.
name?
Yeah, no, definitely she's the arsehole. I just think they need to compromise in another way. Like, as you said, like have a middle name or something like that. Even that would be bad.
Having Charles in front of Manson.
Or you do like Bob or George C.
Yeah.
Manson, you know?
I'll be like, listen, he's getting 2 middle names and he's going to be Bob Charles Frederick Manson.
Like,
It'd be interesting. What names are banned in Australia? Oh, I don't know.
what name's a band?
He could identify as a woman later and call herself Charlena.
Charlena.
Is what Krillin reckons.
Well, you can. Especially this day and age, you can do that, yeah.
Be interesting what names are banned. I don't know what names are banned in Australia.
Christopher should be banned.
You don't like Christopher, do you?
Yeah. Is your brother Christopher?
I think he's named after a Christos, but I think he can use Christopher. He has.
Yeah, but is he like in his records? Is he
I
Christopher?
don't know.
See, I'm just Chris.
Yeah.
I'm not.
His
Christos
name, the guy, my bapu is named after is Christos.
I'm named after Christos as well,
Mm.
but I'm never Christopher.
Mm.
Don't ever call me Christopher, ladies and gentlemen.
Rob goes, the only way you call him Charles as a middle name is call his first name not. I.e. not Charles Manson.
Not. That's great.
There's a list online. I'll have a look, Joy says, about the names banned in Australia. There you go. Can't wait to hear
Imagine
this. Imagine it's my name.
Imagine your last name was Man, and they called you Bat.
Man Bat.
No, your last name's Man.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
And your first name's Bat.
Yeah, I'll do that. Told you I'm going to... Well,
So if your last name was Man, would you like...
oh, 100%.
Like, you know how they have the M-A-N-N or something?
Yeah. M-A-N-N. You know the actress? Leslie Mann. M-A-N-N.
Imagine someone called you
Should have
Bat.
called the son Batman. That'd be wild. That'd be wicked.
And then someone goes, look, it's Batman.
Hey, it's Batman. He's here.
That's great.
I'm like, yeah, that's me.
That's me.
I told you, man. I told you I'm going to call... if me and Jess have a kid, I'm calling it Gotham. So every time it's crying, she's like, Gotham needs you. And I'll be like, yes.
That's so gay, man.
That's the best.
Sorry, I didn't mean
What are you talking about?
Gotham.
Gotham needs you. And I'll be like, yes, I'm Batman.
Or you could... What does Superman say?
Metropolis.
Is it Metropolis?
That's the city he's... Gotham is Batman City. Metropolis is
I would say
Superman.
the Earth needs you.
The Earth needs you. Metropolis is a cool name.
Is that an actual city?
Metropolis means like a metropolis.
Yeah, I know.
It's not. It's a fake city in
It's
comics.
like New York, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotham, they're meant to be like.
Are they the same city though?
No. What do you mean?
So like, they're connected, right? Superman
And Batman, they're in the but they're both made up cities. Gotham.
No. But what I'm saying in the comics, did they?
Superman is in
interlock?
Metropolis, no, and Batman's in Gotham.
I know that.
Two separate. It's like Los Angeles and New York.
Yeah, I know. So, but they're in that universe.
Yeah, same universe.
They're in the same universe.
Yes.
But how far apart are they?
Not far, I don't think. They're meant to be close. But Gotham's meant to be the biggest city in the DC universe.
All right, so it's bigger than Metropolis. Because when I was watching Batman vs Superman, like Batman was there.
Yeah.
In Metropolis.
Yeah, because it's close. He drives there. He does what he's good. He's Batman. He can fly a jet. He's a billionaire.
Well, he does fly a jet.
Adolf Hitler, Anzac, Duke, Baron, Harry Potter are a few names that are banned in Australia.
What? Harry
Well,
Potter?
you can't. So if your last name's Potter, you can't call your kid Harry. That's a load of hess.
I know a guy called Potter. I used to go to school with a guy called Potter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can call your kid Harry. Are you saying you can't use it as a first name, maybe? Harry Potter.
Talking about Harry Potter, they're releasing a series about the whole thing again, and people are up in arms about it. Did you hear about that?
No, because I've never seen a Harry Potter movie.
Harry Potter's wild. It's so dark. It's so dark.
I like Lord of the Rings.
It's different.
I know, and I like Star Wars.
It's like wizards.
I know.
You would love it, actually. You would love Harry Potter.
Apparently.
It's like Breaking Bad. Like, you love Breaking Bad now, don't
Breaking
you?
Bad's wild.
I told you, eh? Have you watched it all?
Almost. I'm up to the last season.
Oh, you wait the last episode. Oh,
Breaking
the best
Bad.
ending, man. Best ending I've ever
Breaking
seen.
Bad is wild.
I told you.
Breaking Bad's wild.
Probably one of the best. I reckon it's the
Drama. It's one of the best
one of the
dramas
best
I've seen
ever.
It's one of the best drama shows.
I reckon
ever.
it's better than Stranger Things. It's
Yeah,
different.
Close.
It's different.
Stranger Things and Breaking Bad. The thing I'll give both of them is every season's good.
True. Yeah, true.
There's like you said, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Everyone hated the last season, 2 seasons.
No. Yeah,
But Stranger Things and Breaking Bad.
The problem with Stranger Things is it hasn't finished yet.
That's right. So we don't
So
know. The last season
it
might
could
be
shit, and it could
But
kill
if
her.
it's killer,
If it's killer, then
then
it's
we
one of the best.
know,
Yeah, but
I don't see them fucking. Stranger Things good, man.
it's good.
Stranger Things. What do you consider it? Sci-fi?
Sci-fi.
It's the best
drama too.
It's the best sci-fi series ever.
Well, that last, it got a bit crazy.
Right,
at the
listen,
end.
I might get shot by some Trekkies for this, but it's better than Star Trek. Oh, dude, Stranger Things wild, man.
It is good. But Breaking Bad, you can't deny how good it's written.
Jess, a.k.a. Hess, said Gus. She loves Gus.
Gus is wild.
But we just saw him
Don't say it. If it says.
You know what I mean? We just.
Do you still have the burger place?
Well, we're up to season 5 now, so he doesn't have anything. Gus, what? That actor's wild. Giancarlo Esposito's wild.
All right, Gus Bus.
Yeah, Gus is wild, man. Breaking Bad is the best, second to none. Damn says. Yeah, he's a good actor. That guy. He was in Mandalorian.
Was he?
In the second season, Luke Skywalker comes and decks him at the end.
Ah. Yeah, no.
That's another good sci-fi series. The Mandalorian's really good sci-fi.
Yeah, I liked it.
And you're not even that into Star Wars, and you like it. That's what I mean.
Look, I like Star Wars.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like for someone that's not
like full on like you guys are. No.
That's how you know it's a good series.
I'm more like I love Lord of the Rings and I loved Game of Thrones.
What is your least favorite TV show that you have watched all episodes?
Least?
Something that you've watched the most.
The least favorite show. Least.
Friends.
I like Friends. I didn't like it as Seinfeld though. I can still watch Seinfeld and just crack up laughing, but
yeah.
Friends.
That's what I mean. It's my least favorite.
There are some funny episodes.
Of something that I've watched the most of though. That's what they're saying.
You know what? I'll say it. Simpsons. I like the first few seasons, but
first 10 seasons of Simpsons hilarious, man.
Like the first few seasons were really good.
First 10,
so I watch a lot of them.
First 10-ish are wild. Like Homer back then was the best.
Yeah.
I even played. Jess has never watched it, and I've played things to Jess now of Homer, like, and she just.
Yeah, they're good. Like you couldn't like. It's amazing some of the stuff, the crude humor.
That scene of Homer, I played it to Jess when he gets sick from the the 12-foot sub.
Yeah.
Still to this day,
that's funny.
He's like, they're like, we didn't even put a dent in that 12-foot Logie, and Homer's like, I'll give it a good home. He's eating it for like 3 weeks, and Marge is like, Homer, are you gonna eat that? And he's sitting there like making love to it, and he's like, yes.
But I just got sick.
The new season sucked.
I just got sick of watching it. After the movie, it just killed me. So
100% Friends. Damn said, yeah, Friends has.
Nah,
Gus is the best. Pest says, Joy of Unknown 0. If I don't like it, I switch off quickly. Rob is saying, oh yeah, but see, some shows start slow.
You know what? When I was younger, I used to love this show called Monkey Magic.
Monkey Magic was wild.
But then I watch it now,
and I'm
terrible. Like, how did I watch this?
Terrible.
It was so good when I was a kid.
See, I know what Rob is saying. Like some shows start off slow. The Watcher was a bit slow.
It's like I'm watching a show called what's it called? Not Revenge. It's on Netflix. It's like number 1. Oh, what's it called?
Is that the one? Oh no, that's on Stan.
No. It's called not Revenge. Beef. It's called Beef, and I'm watching that, and it starts off really slow.
Yeah.
But then it picks up, and it's killer. Like it's starting to get really good now. So
yeah.
And Amanda's the kind of person she wants to get into it straight away.
Yeah, instant.
Yeah. You want that's a good movie. Have you ever seen Your Honor? From Stan. Really good.
Is this prequel to Breaking Bad good? Because I like Soul.
Soul's good.
Better Call Saul good?
Yeah, it's good.
Is it?
Not as good as Breaking Bad.
No, it won't be.
You know it's good?
But he's good,
man. The spin-off is good with Jesse.
Yeah, what's it called? It's something Breaking Bad, isn't it? Like it's...
Oh, Jesse... I can't remember.
It is, but it's got Breaking Bad in the heading, I think.
That's a really good spin-off.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like, oh, yeah, because you want to see what happens.
Is that set after?
Yeah.
He's good. I love Jesse.
How good's Jesse? Those actors are like made in heaven, man.
And I said to Jeff,
they're like just
them two, because of how...
I can't believe you're just watching it now.
Because of how incompetent they are. Like, because Walter is so smart, but the decisions they make, sometimes they are the best duo because it's like chalk and cheese. It's so funny.
Well, you know, Your Honor I was talking about. Yeah. Walter is the judge.
Guy. Yeah, I've seen it.
He's the judge.
It's been going for 2 seasons, hasn't it?
Yeah. I'm watching.
He's got like a beard and shit.
No, he doesn't got a beard.
In the picture he does, I think.
Oh, maybe afterwards. Yeah, but I haven't gone that far.
No, just the picture. I've seen the picture.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we went off topic a little bit.
GT says, read my comment. Someone say The Watcher.
Oh, can you say it?
You got to get the best. It's not saying The Watcher, it's the letter when he's like, hello, 657 Boulevard. I am The Watcher. You know what cracks me up the most, though? Do you know what makes me laugh the most about that? Why is that doing that voice? No, why is it doing the Watcher voice when the other guy's reading it? It should be his voice. If I'm reading a letter, it's my voice. It's not me going, Hello, Kyriakos Philippou.
Yeah, but every time I read a letter now, it's that voice.
The Watcher, yeah.
It's that voice.
You know what I mean? GT is hashtag direct guy. He is. He directed me into doing the Watcher voice.
It's me. It's GT23.
I remember the first time I did that to you. You were in tears.
I'm still in tears.
No, but the first time I remember I just did it, and you were just cracking up. Like,
575 Boulevard.
Hello, 657 Boulevard. The Watcher was a good show.
It was for what it was.
Yeah, like for one season.
Well, it's like it's sort of like a true story.
I know, but it still was good. I didn't mind it. I had you
Yeah,
thinking.
it had you thinking. Yeah.
Listen, there's some bits in that show, man. Like,
it's just weird,
mate. If I had that house,
I'd be out of there, man.
Nah, yeah, I'd be out of there for one. But if I opened that dumbwaiter thing and that bloke was sitting in it, he ain't leaving that house. Please. What? Because his older sister comes and goes, "Oh, let him sit in it." I'll be like, mate.
Get the
yeah, he's gonna sit in it, but he's not gonna be conscious. Like, please. Especially back then, it's on a true story. It would have been set like, who knows when that happened? What years?
I don't think that part was true.
Yeah, probably not. That's what I'm saying, because most guy, if there's a guy sitting in that, you
apparently there wasn't. I don't think there was passageways.
Probably not. Underneath.
No, I think there was. Not. I think that's made up.
Yeah, probably.
I think they got in there somehow though.
Dude, because I'm looking at it from his point of view. His kid opened it and shit himself. Ran down the stairs. He's like, Dad, there's someone. If I had a kid and they ran and there's someone, mate, he's in the world of hurt. Well, you would be the same.
Hi.
If that was your son, if that was Andrea,
yeah,
that guy's in a world of hurt.
Oh, of course.
I don't care who he is.
Of course. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Well, oh, yeah. I liked it, though. It was good. I liked it.
Any more, we doing any more?
We are. We started talking about TV shows because everyone was asking. So, before we get into it, guys, yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
There's another one I've brought up quickly because it's something that I think most people can sort of relate to, and it says, "Am I the arsehole for making my girlfriend pay for our date?" And it's actually been finished. It's been verified because they could as not, and it's been said not an asshole. So it's saying that most people are saying he's not, but I'll read it. I'll read it out. So, I'm male 26, dating Evelyn, female 23. We have been together for 3 months. We've known each other for 5 months in total. We used to go out a lot together. Neither of us has kids or someone to look after. So after work, we're free. I have a better job than her. She makes a bit above minimum wage. Now, I don't know what minimum wage is in America.
It's not much.
Not much. There you go. After the first few dates in which we share the bill, I started paying for dinner / entertainment when we go out. I don't mind it, really. I know she struggles with money sometimes. However, this week, my brother asked me to lend him... Sorry, he misspelled it. He said lean. Asked me to lend him some money because his car broke down and he gets paid monthly. He will give me the money back when he gets paid, as I get paid every 2 weeks. I had some extra money, so I lent it to him. I'm doing good on money until I get paid again. However, now I don't have lots of money to spend on dates for now. My girlfriend knows about this. My girlfriend invited me to see a movie and then have dinner. I paid for the movie tickets and snacks. After the movie, my girlfriend picked a restaurant and we had dinner there. When the bill came, I asked her to pay because I had already spent money on the movie, snacks, etc. I didn't have enough money to pay for dinner too. She did, but she was upset. When we get into my car, she asked what happened and why I couldn't pay. I told her about my brother's car again. She said that she had forgotten about it. Then said, I know she struggles with money and I shouldn't leave her to pick up an expensive restaurant check. That's what she said to him. If I wanted her to pay, I dropped her at her house and she hasn't been answering my texts since. I know that her money budget is tight. Maybe I should have told her before the fact to not have blindsided her. Am I the asshole?
He is the asshole.
Yeah, I think
because you know why?
They're saying he's not though.
No, but they're idiots. You know why?
I'm with you, eh?
Because he shouldn't. Don't go on dinner dates then.
Yeah, I agree.
Take her home. Don't expect. If you've got the money to pay, mate, would you take? If you didn't have any money to pay, would you go?
No, listen. I wouldn't. Listen, I've been with Jess for a long time now, but I wouldn't take a girl out on a date and expect them to pay ever.
Exactly.
Even no matter what my money situation was.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, you don't put yourself.
I wouldn't go.
You wouldn't go. You don't put yourself in that situation.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. 100%.
Terry Berwick says discussion should have happened before dinner. There you go.
Well, that's
Terry.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Rob
Yeah.
says, damned if you do, damned if you don't. If women want to be treated equally, then equal pay for things. Yes, question mark. She's high maintenance, get rid of her. I reckon it should all be calculated between how much they earn and split the date cost based on their mathematical earnings, Joy says. See, that's why I think he put the thing in that he lent his brother money. But I'm with Chris. If he knew he didn't have money, he should have said, oh, let's not go out for dinner. He should have said to her, listen, let's go have Macca's or something. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
because I don't have much money. Whatever.
Yeah,
but I'm
I
with
agree.
Terry as well. Yeah, discussion should have happened before dinner, 100%. Like,
So why are they saying that?
that's
he's
what I'm
the
going to read.
arsehole?
So we're going to read a few of the comments because people are saying,
Yeah, that's
not
what
an
I'm-
arsehole, but
Why?
I
What?
don't know. Let's read it. It would have been nice on your part to discuss before the date what bits you could pay for. So that guy's saying you're an asshole. I don't know. She invited herself to a nice free evening. Well, she didn't because it's his girlfriend. It's not invited. You know, if you're a girl,
Yeah,
going
but
out with
see,
someone-
things have changed now. Like now that women are more like becoming, you know how like all the equal rights and all that. So now doing this, it's not the same as it used to be years ago, and that's
Well,
maybe why they look at him as
listen.
an asshole.
I know the way society's gone and all that, but there's one thing that should never change. The man should always pay for the dinner.
100%.
That's just me. Call me old fashioned. That's how my dad raised me.
What if like you're poor and your missus is really rich?
Yeah, well,
You still pay, eh?
you try to, yeah.
You try to.
I think you always try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the way the world is now, like men.
Oh, listen,
growing up-
girls might get offended now by a man trying to pay.
They do.
That's weird.
They
to
do.
me.
They do.
What's wrong with chivalry? Like a man trying to. A lot of men are grown up that they should pay for dinner. So if a man offers to pay, any women watching, if a man goes to pay for dinner, never be upset with that because that's what to them, that's what's right. You know what I mean? Like we've been taught that that's the right thing to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird.
It's weird that people are saying that he's not an asshole. I don't know. I think he's an asshole.
I think
If
so.
you go out regularly all the time, costs can be shared. I think when you're early in a relationship like that, costs can be shared. Yes, like he said.
They can be.
We were splitting the bill. If you've talked about that, yeah, we'll go
You
halves,
can
whatever.
talk if you talked about
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah,
right.
but
GT says KP hashtag wise guy.
here's the one's guy. Yeah.
Now, I agree. Listen, if you're in that, like, there's some people, share it and that, whatever. Like, my partner, who everyone knows is Jess, Jess will make out she's gone to the toilet and go pay.
That's not right.
She
Yeah,
will
but that's
do it.
different because
She
you
just wants
didn't
to.
know.
No, she just wants to do it. That's just,
Yeah.
Listen, now me and Jess, we're married. Like my money, we've got joint money.
Yeah.
All our money's together.
Yeah.
Whatever. But say we take out Jess's dad will want to take us out for something. Jess will secretly go and because she's just nice. That's just how she is. She'll go and pay, make out she's going to the toilet and pay, so her dad doesn't have to pay or something. That's just how she is.
That's
So,
nice. That's really nice.
That's how she is. She's just
That's
like that.
different.
Yeah, way different.
When you're going on a date with
Very
someone, and like, say it's the first, like,
Different.
especially the first date.
The guy's
you'll
paying.
go, sorry.
The guy doesn't
if you don't pay,
Yeah.
I reckon there's red flags, man.
Jess says, see, Jess is commenting now. She goes, most women like chivalry because that's what I said. Where chivalry?
Yeah, but now some don't.
What's funny is how men often become suddenly supportive about equal rights only when it comes to paying bills. It's pretty funny.
Really, it is funny.
Oh, she's
right.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, meals, she's saying. There you go. Yeah. I have been scorned upon by a woman for letting them on a public transport or in a lift ahead of me. Stuff chivalry these days. I've seen teenagers not stand up for a pregnant woman on a bus. What the fuck, Rob says. Yeah, Rob told me that he let a woman through first on a train to be nice because we've been trained ladies first, haven't we?
Yeah, of course.
And they got upset at him.
That's ridiculous.
It's stupid, isn't it?
Who's the asshole there?
She is.
100%.
Rob was being nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
But why? Why were they upset at him? That's why. Because that's what I don't get.
Rob goes, I always paid for my girlfriend / wife because I ended up eating the food. Jess is saying pathetic, really, to be honest. Listen, I agree with that too, what Jess is saying, like about the equal rights thing. Yeah, I agree with that.
I just think that's like what
what Rob's saying is crazy, yeah.
Well, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, how can you... So, for being nice, you get
in trouble.
You get in trouble. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking rubbish.
Listen, if a guy is being a gentleman, accept it, because there's probably not a lot of gentlemen out there.
Yeah, 100%. And this is the thing, like, all right, so they don't want you to be like that, so then you're turning guys into assholes.
Yeah, 100%.
Huh?
And I know it sounds...
Is that right?
Yeah, and I know you might think it's weird, a man saying this, but if a man's being a gentleman, accept it, because there's not a lot of gentlemen out there.
100%.
And that's a fact.
100%.
Mate, that is a fact. People, they'll tell you a gentleman, they ain't gentlemen.
No.
Trust me, mate, that's a fact. That's genius, Rob, Joy says. This is Tash, not Terry. But I think first few dates, chivalry is great. But when you become exclusive, she should offer sometimes up to him, then if he wants to continue to pay. Are Terry and Tash together? Is that what you're telling me? I'm guessing.
Well, it's up to, like, are we talking like first dates?
Well, they've been together 3 months.
Okay.
And he said we've known each other for like 5 months. We used to hang out. First date, man. Listen, in that early period, man should always pay. I don't care.
Look, I understand that, but she knows. Hold on, she knows that he doesn't make much money.
No, that he lent money to his brother.
Oh, so she knows his situation.
Yeah, but that's why he should have said,
let's not go out.
Yeah, and then she could have said, then in return she could have either said, okay, we'll
go. I'll pay. Don't worry.
So or she could have said, okay, if you can't, we'll go to McDonald's or whatever.
Yeah. So as that person said, discussed before.
Terry, or Terry and Tash, because she said this is Tash here, so Terry and Tash must be together using the same account.
Terry and Tash.
Got to enjoy the single life sometimes, Joy says.
I have not been single for like 11, 12 years.
I haven't been single for 12 years. Yeah, about that.
I forgot what it's like to be single, man. I forgot.
Jess is there, mate. I say this to the young boys at soccer. I'm like, you think when you're young and that the single life's the best. I'm like, but once you're with a partner that you want to be with, you realize how much better that life is.
Well, it depends.
That's what I reckon. For me.
Yeah, everyone's different. Like, some people like to be alone.
I know, yeah, some people. I've got a cousin.
Yeah.
That it just loves.
Yeah.
And not because he's a workaholic.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he's single.
Yeah.
And it's just him.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing to do with going out and wanting to be, playboy. It's just, he's a single guy and it's just, he works every hour of the day. Whereas for me, I have enjoyed being with Jess way more than when I was single.
Yeah. Same me. I love.
Yeah, no, you said the same to me. Yeah.
I love being with Amanda. Yeah.
Paul says.
Paul.
Who
the heck is Paul?
Can you describe the aliens you saw in the sky over Adelaide tonight?
Oh my god.
Listen, I didn't say it was aliens, but go on our Discord. I put a video up.
Is it in the description of the video?
Yes.
The link?
Yep. There's all these lights going on in the sky, maybe, and there's no concert tonight. Krillin said there could be someone testing spotlights. Listen, the way they were moving, is weird.
Very weird.
Go in the Discord and look at it, please, everyone. If you're there now, look at our Discord link. Go in there.
Go check it out.
And that's what I'm describing it. It was these lights just doing weird shit. And there's no concert in Adelaide tonight. I don't know what it is.
It took us a while to find it, and then all of a sudden...
At first, I was like, oh, shit, there it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jess blew me a kiss. Jess is the best.
She's wild.
She's wild. I love how she changed her name to Hess.
Hess is wild.
It's like she's just on board with HFD.
She is.
Changed her name from Jess to Hess. And no one even cares anymore. It's just Hess. It's like no one even it's just there.
Wild.
Some people just enjoy their own company. Yeah, that's what my cousin's like, that I'm saying.
Well, our good friend... of the
Always
show.
nice to come home to someone. Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Our good friend of the show, Con.
King of the North.
He's a bachelor.
He's like that.
Yeah, he likes to. He's happy to be in
He's
by
like
himself.
that. I've had
and-
friends like that.
Yeah. So, look,
Do you think, are
sometimes
those people like that? And I mean, he could comment if he comes on the show a lot. Like, are they like that because they haven't found the right person, or they actually enjoy that?
well, he was married before
Oh, he's been
married and didn't work out,
Yeah.
and then he was single for a while. Then he knew someone that he was really close with, but it didn't work out. So he has like I think there is a yearn,
yearning
but
for it.
I think once you live by yourself for a particular time, like
Yeah.
a long time, you get into like your ways,
Yeah,
and then once you're in your own ways,
yeah,
it's
of course.
hard to then
Oh
commit
man,
to
I had a
something
friend
else.
that was like that, and he was like, oh, "I get home from work, I need my downtime." He's like, and if
100%.
I've got a wife there, and I'm like, dude, relax. Like,
No, I'm just saying, like,
yeah, no, but people are like that.
because people, it's not that he doesn't want a partner. It's just that
Yeah, I get it.
maybe
Yeah.
they push people away because they're so used to
Yeah.
living on their own.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. So
Rob says the lights are the souls of beaten footballers from gather round.
they were really, it was going really fast,
Dude,
and
it's
then
weird.
it would be moving, like
Yeah.
it moved.
Agree, Terry, but it can also be pets, Rob said. Yeah. Chris, you amateur. I haven't been single for 34 years. Like, since last century, man, Rob says. Rob, 34 years, Rob.
That's a long time.
My
Congratulations.
parents are not together anymore, but I think my parents were together for 25, I'd say.
My parents are still together.
Yeah.
They were married 19.
Well, you're the
Yeah, I'm 40,
oldest
so
children.
41,
41.
42 years.
See, Krillin is 47. So I reckon my parents split up when he was about 25.
Yeah,
I was young, 16. Something like that.
there you go.
Unrelated question. Are you planning on going to State of Origin? Isn't it here? Next month, Joy says that it's going to be in Adelaide.
What, the actual...
One of the games is going to
the rugby. I'd love to go because I do like the rugby.
be. Will you go if it's here, if you can get a ticket?
If I can get a ticket, yeah.
Will King of the North go to a State of Origin if there's a one in Melbourne?
Yeah, he's been to one before.
But will he go this year? He likes it.
I don't know.
He's a rugby fan.
You know what? Like, I'm not a massive NRL fan, but I've been to...
But you like State of Origin, you've said.
I love State of Origin, and I do like going to the games. Like, I love the hard hits. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like I know that it's you don't think it's like heaps of skill, whatever, right? But going to a
it's
game
got its own skill.
and like seeing those big guys go at it, I love it.
I'm not saying it's not a talented sport in that. I'm just
It's
saying
not as talented as soccer, no. Of
it's
course
not as talented as AFL.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's still like if
And
you
that-
grew up like
Yeah, I know.
barracking for it,
And
you love it. You know?
It was proven that because Israel Folau, whatever anyone thinks about him, whatever as a person, because I know he's a bit of a knob, but as a rugby player, he's both codes. He's like one of the best they've seen. The guy couldn't get a touch.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
AFL.
I know.
So if he was actually naturally talented,
Yeah.
he would have been good at AFL,
Yeah.
but he wasn't because and I've said this before, football, soccer, basketball, hockey even, these sports are 360 degrees.
100%.
That's where the saying comes from. Oh, he's got eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah, yeah.
In rugby,
It's only it's
all
180.
I got to worry about is what's in front
Yeah,
of me.
it's 180.
That's it.
Mm.
What's in front of me. You don't have to worry about
No.
behind you. And that's why, and I'm not saying you don't have to have talent to play it or whatever, but it's easier because of that. And physically it's not, because you got to be big and strong and quick and whatever. But yeah, and I always say for a laugh, I just don't get the point of a game where you got to pass the ball backwards to
I
go
think
forward.
like when they tackle, like there's a way to tackle
Of course there
properly.
is.
Like
Back in the day, you used to be able to sling, and
like,
you can't do that anymore.
No, but they tackle. If a AFL player watches the way they tackle, apart from the legs taken,
Yeah,
that's how you should tackle. No
100%.
slinging.
No slinging.
No, and Malcolm
Straightforward.
Blight was saying that the other day.
Straightforward.
Malcolm Blight was on the radio the other day and said, if you're going to tackle, none of this sling shit.
No, tackle like a rugby player.
All you got to do, a tackle is meant to stop you going forward with the ball,
because they pick them
not
up.
for you to sling.
They pick them up.
So
and
if you're going to sling, and you
Slings
think
are
you're not going to
dangerous.
get weeks, then
No,
you're
no.
going to get weeks.
what
So-
they should do is, in rugby, something they hit them, pick them up, and
Yeah.
No slinging.
No slinging. Because
So
slinging's dangerous.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
man. Of
that's
course.
why they're trying. That's why people get weeks for it.
Of
They're
course.
trying to rule it out. So.
Slinging is really
Anyway,
bad.
we should have left the sports questions. To the end.
Rugby is far more creative tactically. Great to watch when a try starts from defense. That's from Rob, and he's a real football fan, soccer fan.
It is tactically hard to get through.
Yeah.
For one, after what 5? You got 5 tries. 5.
Listen, I didn't say that. They're
Five-
all saying
5 turns to
because
try to
Joy
get it.
says this as well. NFL and NRL are tactical games. I'm not saying they're not tactical, but then the people that play rugby, it could be Cameron Smith, let's say. They reckon he's one of the best ever. He's not as talented as Lionel Messi or the most talented AFL player. And I would argue that till the cows come home. He's not as talented because if they were, Israel Folau, Carmichael Hunt would have been stars in AFL, but they weren't.
Yeah, but can an AFL player go play rugby and be a
Well,
star?
I've seen they had a commercial with Jonathan Brown next to Cameron Smith, and he was a foot taller than him. If Jonathan Brown was trained young to play rugby, he would have been a star because he had the body, everything.
He did.
But they're trained. Do you know what I mean? It's,
Yeah. I mean, it's popular in those states, but it's never going to be as popular as AFL in this country.
No, in this country.
No.
No way.
No. But around the world, it's more prestigious.
Well, look at Billy Slater is like my height.
Yeah.
And he's one of the best rugby players ever.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not all about size and,
No.
you know, you can just get bulky and play and, you know, but it's like,
We're gonna
yes, the Joy is saying 100% agree. It's just, it might be tactical because you need tactics to break a defense that's right in front of you. That's a fact. That's why in soccer, when they do a low block, it's hard to get past because it needs tactical, but it's not as talented.
100%.
Tactical and talent is different.
Yeah.
Am I the arsehole for saying that? Maybe.
Well, you know.
Koo Price says yo.
Yo
to Koo Price. He's wild.
Make sure you subscribe, man. If you're brand new to the show.
I've seen Koo before, I reckon.
Any other ones?
We will get a few more. Let's go.
Keep the sports questions to the end, guys. Because
but are we saying that guy's an arsehole for not talking to his missus or paying for dinner, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Thank you. Let's go.
All right, next one.
Oh my God. I actually like this one. This one looks cool and looks very...
Oh my God, here we go.
Well, because from the heading, you could think it's really bad, but obviously getting into it, it might not be. Am I the asshole for stealing my daughter's inheritance?
What do you mean?
Well, the way I see it, before I read it,
someone's...
well, let's say, what if your dad passes away, right?
Yeah.
And in his will, he leaves everything to your son and not to you. Then you could go try to steal it.
Yeah, but that's not right.
Why? What if he wants your son to have it? Because his namesake.
It should be passed down from generation to generation.
Shouldn't be anything. It's what they want. It's their wish. That's what I believe. Like if my dad passes away, right, and he leaves everything to Krillin, right?
You have a legal right to contest.
But I wouldn't because it was his wish. That's me. That's my belief.
Right.
And if he left everything to me and then my siblings went, and for me, all it is going against his wish. If they went against his wish, I would never talk to them again. And that's my sibling.
If that was me, like say my parents gave me everything and not my sister,
I would give them something anyway.
After I got it,
I'd give them half anyway.
Here you go, half.
I would do the same.
That's what I would do.
I agree.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if he did that, say my dad did it and gave it to my siblings and not me, I would never contest it because it was his wish. But if they want to go do that and give me some, by all means, do it.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I agree. I'm the same. But I would never contest it because I would never want to go against what my dad's wish was.
Yeah.
That's just me.
But a lot of people now, what they they contest.
100% they do.
Especially people that are not close with their parents.
It's 100%.
But
listen, let's say I had a kid and my dad left everything to my kid. What if my kid's only is young? I would try to take it to keep it for them.
Well, what could you do? What can you do?
Try and get it to put it in a bank.
Maybe that's the only way you could. That's the only way.
That's what I'm saying. So we'll read this and see what he says.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I am a 52-year-old female. I have a daughter, Emily, who just turned 18 in February. So there you go. That's already putting it out there. Our family was completely destroyed 3 days after her birthday when my husband, Jeff, 55, and son, Dylan, 21. So her husband and son both passed away after her daughter's 18th birthday. There you go. Maybe a car accident or something. Ever since then, parenting Emily has been rough. She has been lashing out and running away for days with no contact. She has no job, sleeps all day, and doesn't help with anything. I try my best to get her therapy or something, but she just won't go and wants to be left alone. We have been a lower income family for years. I've had to put aside grieving in order to get a second job and pay the bills. Until yesterday. I received an unexpectedly large sum of money from my husband's life insurance. I told Emily about this and she immediately asked me how much she gets. She knew she was written into the will. I told her I'm not giving her any money right now because she is clearly unwell. She freaked out at me and said she was going to move out and get a lawyer. She told my sibling, 48-year-old female, who texted me and said that I'm stealing Emily's money and that she's 18, I can't control her anymore. If my daughter was in good health, I would give her all the money. But I'm worried she will be reckless. Am I the asshole? And then it says, edited, she was beneficiary of the life insurance policy. She is owed the money. However, I still took over her finances and have kept it from her. Am I the asshole? Do you know what? I don't think she's the asshole.
Well, I think she's being responsible.
Yes, that's what I think.
Because if the kid is being a rogue, like out of
shame.
control, then she's doing the right thing, and it's not like she's taking it away from her. It's just keeping it until she's ready to have it.
Listen,
That's,
if you're,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. If you're 18 years old,
yeah,
male, female, doesn't matter, and you lose a father and a sibling at the same time, you're going to be a wreck.
You have, and you got in no position.
You're 18
to have that kind of money
Yeah.
given to you.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I don't think she's an asshole. Joy is saying she's not. Listen, man, like I said, you're 18, going through something like that. Say your father and sibling die in a car accident or something, whatever happened, I don't know. I think the mum's not an asshole.
No, I don't think so. Because, like, she's just trying to protect her kid.
Yeah.
When she gets better,
Yeah.
she's not saying that she's not going to give it.
She said, I'll give it to her if she was in good health.
100%. So it's all done. She's doing it for the betterment of her daughter. Her daughter is blinded by probably anger.
Yeah.
And she just needs help.
You know,
anger,
like,
fear.
It's like funny because, you know, like when you're 18, like I remember being 18. They're a low income family, they're saying. Mate, I remember being 18. If I had $50 in my pocket, I was rich, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know what? If I was the mum to appease her, I'll say, listen, I'll give you a bit, right? So you can have some money. But I ain't giving you all of it. You know, I'll give you whatever. I'll give you a couple $100 or something. I'll give you whatever it is, $1,000. You know, give you something so you can go buy some things that you want, whatever you want to do with it. But I'm not giving you. She could be talking hundreds.
Life insurance is massive.
Who knows what he did?
No.
If he was in the army, he could be hundreds of thousands. Like, we don't know. So, steal is a bit of a strong word. Didn't he say steal? Steal? Yeah, because the heading did say that. Yeah, sorry. Am I the asshole for stealing my daughter's inheritance? Yeah, but I don't think she's stealing it. I think she's just... Maybe she put that in the heading because her daughter has said to her, you're stealing it.
And it's more catchy as well.
Yeah, it's probably catchy.
It's going to
That's
get
right.
more attention.
Yeah, I don't think she's stealing it, for one. No, I don't
reckon.
Maybe give her a little and see what she'll do. That's what I just said. Give her $1,000. See what she does with it. She goes off the rails. Say, whoa, I just tested you.
Especially like if she's involved with like drinking,
drugs. Drinking. That's right.
I mean,
but like I said to you, when I was 18 and you were the same, I had $50. I thought I was cashed up.
Like if you gave her all that cash, right, and then she was in drugs and she OD'd, would you feel like you killed her?
100%.
And who's the asshole
if
there?
I gave her money to go get off tap on, and she injected it and OD'd,
Exactly.
Dude.
Exactly.
I'll read. Rob's got a big one here. Let me read this. I held a simple, cheap funeral for my dad because that was his wish. There you go. leaving more money for his widowed wife. Relatives have never forgiven me for adhering to my father's wishes. See, that's ridiculous. If that's what he wanted. I remember my bapu's funeral, like we were all having a scotch for him. And when people were like, oh yeah, you know, like drinking, and my dad, we turned around and was like, mate, that's what he wanted us to do. We took a scotch there and had it at his grave because that was what my bapu, what he wanted. The best thing in my bapu's life was you went over, sat there with him, ate mezze and had a scotch. That was his, to him, that was like playing PS5 and watching Port versus Crow. Like that was his.
That's wild. That
was his favorite thing in the world. Me, my brother, going there with all our brothers, the siblings, and my dad sitting. He used to ring up and go to my dad, when are you coming over to have scotch? That's what he used to say. And my dad would go, oh, whenever, Dad, and he'll just hang up, just waiting for us to rock up. Like that's what he wanted.
Like when I used to, like my mate Sandro, we used to go and we just love to eat together.
What's wrong with that?
And that was what we used to do.
Exactly. Like,
and that was the most fun thing to do together. Yeah.
Jess is saying by law at 18, isn't it the daughters? I don't know the laws in America. But
by law, yes.
By law it is, but if she's... I agree. Listen, by law it probably is, but I think the mum's being responsible.
18-year-old, yeah. It's very young.
Yeah, man. Tough times for them. 100% tough times for them. Oh, wow. We are like-minded. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Give her a little bit. Give her some. See what she does. See... I don't know.
That's it.
Say to her, I would say, okay, I'll give you a bit, but we'll have a contract. You're going to be living under this roof. You ain't moving out.
Yeah.
And if I find out you're buying drugs or whatever, I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
And if you can prove to me that you're of good health, you know, if I was the daughter, go see the therapist, man. If you've just lost a father and a sibling,
go see a therapist. Yeah,
go talk to someone. There's nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah,
that would be so hard to go through at 18.
Do you think, like, if you had life insurance, you'd write it all to your kids? Wouldn't you give it to your wife and then she can distribute it?
Yes.
Would that be the most?
Well, that's what she said. There was some to her and the daughter. She said that.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know,
I would do that too. Yeah, give it.
Like, if you want to be sensible.
Yeah, for my wife. Yeah, and then she can distribute it to the kids.
Yeah,
that's what I'd do. I agree. Yeah. Because the wife's an adult.
Yeah.
And then it's her kids as well.
Correct.
So she's going to look after them.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the father went wrong.
Yeah, because he left half and half.
That's right.
True.
She's not ready for that commitment, maybe. But, I mean.
Jess is saying, I'm not saying I think giving an 18-year-old a large sum of money is smart, but by law, does the mother have a say? There you go. This is why it's best to be specific in wills. Just, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got a will done yet?
KP, you're wrong. Mother already knows her daughter is irresponsible, so no money for her. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, at 18, you think $100 is a lot of money. So give her $500. If it's a huge sum, and see what she does with it. I'm not saying give her huge amounts, because at 18, I wouldn't have known what to do with $50,000.
That's right. No one knows
no
what to do.
way, bro. Like, you know? GT23 says relatives are ... I think he's saying that in comment to Rob. Yeah, well, I think that's silly that Rob's relatives haven't... Like, if that's what his dad wanted, why would he do anything else? You're his son. Like, you got a say in his funeral.
Yeah, that's right.
If my dad said to me, I want my funeral to be this, and I didn't care what anyone said about that's how that funeral is going to be. Because that is his wish. And I have so much respect for him that that's what's happening. And I would fight anyone to death to it because...
Yeah, you got a really strong bond with your dad, so...
Yeah, but my brother would do the same too.
Some people don't have that.
Yeah, I know, but if that's his... Rob obviously did if that's his dad's wish.
Yeah.
What are the relatives that's not their dad?
No, of course not.
Like, even if it was my first cousin comes up to me and goes, why'd you do that? For one, my first reaction, because it's just how I am, I say, none of your fucking business.
The problem is, a lot of people try to get involved in things that are not.
Especially in ours, in Greek funerals and that.
They do.
How many relatives come and get involved?
They do.
Mate, I've had uncles and that, because my family's huge, where first cousins come in and they want it. It's like, mate, leave the family alone. They've just lost a loved one. Like, Chill out. Like, you know how it is. Use some of the money to send the daughter to a how to manage money seminar. Oh, there you go. Hey, Joy, the cause is bad education at high school, but about so many of life's things. Yeah, I agree with that.
100%.
Yeah, we've always said that. That's right.
That's right.
We always say that. Listen, that one's tough, man, but I don't think the mum's an asshole.
No, I think she's got.
I think she's looking out for her kid.
Jess did say the law.
Yeah, by law.
So maybe she hasn't got the
doesn't
right
mean
to,
she's an
but
asshole, but
she's doing it. So
what?
It's I know.
Maybe in America, is USA? Maybe is it 21? The law, I don't know.
Yeah,
I know that's the drinking age, but I don't know how it goes
when you're an adult.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's hard, man. In the end, when you're 18, when you're a teen in general, mate, you never agree with your parents.
100%.
Even if they're looking out for you, you don't see it until 10 years later.
100%.
And you think back and think, fuck, mum and dad were right, or dad was right, mum was right, whatever, you know. At the time, you know, and like I'd say about Eddie, like I love Eddie Murphy, right? How many stand-ups does he do about it when you're a kid and your mum grounds you and shit and they lock you in the door and you're like, oh, fucking I hate her. When you're a kid, you don't see this common sense, do you? No. And I'm not saying all parents are right, because they're not.
It's like when kids want to always say, oh, I wish I was older.
Yeah.
And then we say, no, you don't.
No, you don't. Because you got responsibility when you're
stay here as long as you can. And you're like shaking his face.
Well, it's because you got responsibility when you're older, don't you? Like it's
kids, you got no.
You got no responsibility.
No, you
got to get up, go to 9 till 3. Like
it's the best, man.
What? How much holidays you get a year?
Oh.
6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. They get like 12 weeks holidays a year.
Being a kid's the best.
The best. Like responsibility wise, yeah, it is. I agree. Like it's, yeah, I don't know. And it's like Jess says, "Careful who your mums are." That's me and Jess always having a laugh at like always mums like going off at their kids and saying, "Careful who your mums are." I think you can still contest wills no matter how specific you are. Unfortunately,
you can.
There you go. Which is silly. Don't send your kids to Dawes Road High School, right, KP? Well, you can't because it doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it does, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but you know what? My mate says that to me. He goes, any school that's been renamed 3 times.
It's so dodgy.
That's all I got to say. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, man.
I wasn't there when it got renamed.
Nah,
you were.
I was.
Yeah. Did you have to change uniform?
At the end, we did, yeah.
Oh,
the
really?
Dawes Road one left it to Pasadena, yeah. And now it's something else. I don't know.
So your year 12 was Pasadena,
High, yeah.
but year 11 was Dawes Road.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, because we were terrible. It's funny, you know, they all say KP #wise guy. Maybe not.
Yeah, but you never, when you were going there, it was always Dawes Road to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even that last year.
Yeah, I didn't even listen in school. Never did homework once in my life.
Because like when I was there, it was just Dawes Road.
Yeah, no, I don't remember it as Pasadena at all.
Dawes Road was the best.
Yeah, it was Dawes Road, yeah. 100%. So in hindsight, I still say primary school are the best years of your life. Primary school was fun.
I think.
I think the best years of my life are like now. Like, you know, like I've heard Jerry Seinfeld say that. He goes, yeah, he goes, my 30s was my best decade. He goes, until I turned 40. He goes, then that was my best decade. Till I turned 50. He goes, it just gets...
It's better for him.
That's but I agree. Like, it's like, you know, like in my 20s, I wasn't until 25, you know, I wasn't with Jess. Like, you know, now like it's...
You gotta enjoy like...
everything as it comes.
I mean, you know, like people don't like working. They get depressed, but you gotta enjoy the moments with your family, and you gotta enjoy life, because if you don't, then what's the point?
But you know, like in school, you never turned around and said, "Oh, school was good." You hated school, didn't you?
No.
At the time, you're like, "Fuck school."
I know,
hate school.
But now you wish you went back.
Now you're like, "Oh, fuck school. It'd be so much easier than work."
I know.
It's like, you know what I mean? But it's just like it's hindsight.
Because experiences, you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I've always said I don't think our generation has like the work ethic of Rob's generation, or like my dad. My dad, he never took a day off in his life, mate. Like,
if you could go back right now and tell 15-year-old KP something like.
Say, don't take the blue pill.
What would you say? Would you say anything different, or would you say, "Good on you, mate. You're going to be."
Say
a
the
champion?
broken leg's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. I don't know, man. It's like there's a lot of things you think about in hindsight. Like, I mean, I got invited overseas,
I'd say
like to play soccer, but it wasn't out of control of my own that I didn't go. Like my parents broke up, my dad couldn't send me, so that I couldn't tell myself anything to change that.
Yeah.
So like,
I'd say make sure to buy some Bitcoin.
buy some Bitcoin, like this. No, you just something like that. Like, yeah, buy some Bitcoin in the first year.
Correct.
Yeah. Like when it's like 8 cents, buy Bitcoin. Like everything you've got, even I don't care, even if you've got $500 to your name, put it all on Bitcoin. That's it.
And
like,
don't lose the seed phrase.
GT23 John Paul Young song, Rob says. And he says, yeah, definitely, Rob. He's saying, yes. I miss school for sure. It's easier than now. Yeah, well, it's because you don't have as much responsibility. You think you go, go do homework, but it's not. Like, you can, I don't know, it's just, you don't have responsibility. That's what it is. It's funny, man. Yeah, Bitcoin. That would be one of the best things in there. Or like, invent Google.
Lugal?
Yeah, Lugal. Invent, like, I don't know, yeah. Invent cryptocurrency. Like, yeah, or just buy Bitcoin. That's it. That'd be one of the best tips. Buy Bitcoin.
Yep.
You know, we should bring. We haven't done a crypto segment in a while. We should bring a crypto segment back. I know it hasn't been much.
You know what I'd say to myself? I'd say enjoy life, and don't
have regrets.
Don't have regrets, but don't move so fast into relationships.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. Enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Like let it ride.
Yeah.
And then you'll find the right person.
Well, because you were with.
I was with
no name,
one girl.
but yeah, like
I was with one girl.
You're married.
I was married
Yeah.
after that.
But not long.
I got really serious with one before that.
But you were not married for long.
No.
It like was.
I was with her for like 5 years.
Yeah, and then but the minute you got married, it was like.
But like I lost a few investment properties on the way.
Yeah. It went downhill.
Life.
You said for you it went downhill from marriage.
It did.
With her.
It did. Yeah. I mean,
with that
it
particular
was maybe like I had blinkers on and I didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
But there was a point, right?
You know what my tip is? Sorry, because we've talked about it. My tip as well would be is don't get married unless you've lived with that person.
100%.
That's me personally.
Yeah. So what happened was I never lived with her, and we got married, and then but I mean, it was we just probably grew apart. But there was a point where I said to her, "Let's postpone the marriage," and she didn't want to, and this and that. And I wish at that time I said, "Look, either we postpone it, or that's it, we're finished."
Yeah.
And if I had finished it then, maybe things might be different. But
yeah.
In hindsight, everything's different. But like, if I was to see myself, again when I was younger, I would say, 100%. Take it slow. Do you think, like, all those experiences like make you who you are today, though?
100%.
Because if I didn't experience that, maybe it'd be someone different.
100%. I still remember.
So maybe I shouldn't say that to myself.
I still remember the day, like, and I go back to, like I said, with the soccer. My dad came in the room and said to me, "I can't send you overseas because me and mum are splitting up.
Yeah,
don't have the money." And I was fucking devastated.
You would have been
devastated, but it made me grow as a person. I wouldn't be sitting here now.
Could you have done anything different though? It's nothing your fault.
Nothing, because I was only young. I was 15. I had no finances. I was working in our shop.
If that happened today, they wouldn't have happened.
They would send you probably today.
Yeah,
right? They're a club, but back then, I'm getting old. It was a while ago.
It's just sad because, like, it just missed talent.
That's right. You don't know. Like, it's me and Rob have talked about it. Circumstances of, like Rob as well, like of where we were. We're in Australia. Like for soccer, you could have been Maradona, mate. But
correct,
if you didn't have the money to go overseas, you were not going nowhere because no one cared about soccer here.
No.
So,
Yeah, it's sad.
Life is unexpected. Things can definitely change very quickly, Joy says 100%.
Yeah.
GT23, check it out. It's Google on artificial intelligence. Because Rob says Google now replaced by ChatGPT. Well, Krillin has been saying we should do a podcast on ChatGPT. It's like an AI chat, isn't it? Like you can just tell it. So I heard kids are like in school, got essays to do, and they're like telling ChatGPT like write this for me, and it's like doing it for them. How the fuck does that work?
I don't know how many likes we got on this video.
The video has 10 likes.
It's not bad. If we get 12, we'll do next week GPT.
We can do ChatGPT. I think we'll talk about ChatGPT. Yeah, if we can get it up.
Come on, guys.
Get it up.
If you haven't liked the video, make sure you like it.
Everyone probably, I haven't even liked it.
Have I liked it? Oh my god, I haven't liked it. That's terrible.
Oh shit! It's got 12 likes.
It's got 12 likes. We have to do it now. But what do we talk about? Like, what are we going to talk about?
Well, we will research it.
Yeah.
Once we're going to talk about it, we'll definitely research. It's got 14 likes.
14 likes. Here we go.
There you go. So okay.
Jeez,
next
guys,
week, guys.
Come on, you got to like it straight away.
15 likes. Rob says, "Father Jim, I have sinned." Because Jimmy's here. He says, "Hi all."
Does Jim exist?
He just did a high five. Oh, sorry. I think
Is that going to be clipped now?
Jim thinks it's a prayer. Whoa, well there you go. So that happened pretty quick. You know what? You know why? Because GT23 is notorious for not liking.
It's me. It's GT23.
He's very notorious for not liking until like the very end.
Yeah, why is that?
I think he just forget. He's Greek, man. Greeks forget, you know. It's very,
stuff.
Greeks very laid back. Like Jerry Seinfeld goes, "I love going to Greece." He goes, "Because they just don't care." He goes, "They open up their gaffinier." He goes, "No one comes in for a whole day." The guy comes back, opens it up the next day, just sits there with his coffee.
He does, man.
Yeah, that's Greece. That's Greeks. They do that.
They do that, man.
That's just how they are. It's so like that might seem weird to us. That's just normal. We like that's how they are.
That's how they are.
Pray, my son. GT says. Where did Jim come from?
Where is Jimmy, man?
I don't know.
Is he coming back to HFD or are we?
I think. Didn't you say we're taking him off the logo?
Well, I'm going to leave him there and put an X next to his name, next to his head. It's an X.
You know what we should do? Until he comes back, we should cross him out on there for a laugh. Yeah. Every podcast, this is cross.
That's what we're doing, guys. So
next week, where is Jimmy the last one?
I mean, we do footy podcasts. He hasn't once said to me, "Oh, can I come on the show?" Hasn't once.
You know what's funny?
So I'm still waiting.
What's funny? It will fit in really good because he's the last one on there. The cross will look perfect.
Yeah. So the ball's in your court, Jimmy.
GT says, "I liked without asking." He reckons. He liked it already without us asking.
It's hard to believe.
I'd say very hard to believe. Is there UFOs in the sky? It wasn't at the studio. John told us. Listen, go in the Discord and watch it. All right, that's all I gotta say.
He doesn't know what Discord is, man.
Jim, you're definitely on a cross on the podcast next week.
100%. All the merch, it's got a cross.
Even if he wants to come next week, I won't let him just so I can put a cross on. It's a little wild. Listen.
There was definitely UFOs.
Listen, there was definitely UFOs, and very happy that everyone just liked the video. Then we got it up to 15 likes. That's really good.
That's fantastic.
So,
any more?
Let's go through it. If there's has anyone got any questions while I'm looking through these? By all means, ask Chris something in the chat, whatever, and I'll look through a few of these.
I forgot to tell you, man. How was your Greek Easter?
Well, me and Jess were in Melbourne. It wasn't like... Ever since my grandparents have passed away, I haven't really...
Yeah.
Me and Baba, usually we just make super,
Mate, I ate so much
That's good.
on a Sunday.
That's good. I ate so much too.
Oh.
But it was just because I ordered this massive pizza. Yeah, that's good. But, we used to celebrate it full on. We used to do 12 o'clock, midnight, like Saturday night, Sunday, always. Once it would click over, we used to have a huge thing at my year's house. Feast.
Nice, man.
It was the best. But ever since they've passed away, like...
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's like, yeah.
But my dad does make good super. It's wild.
Yeah, they'll have...
Was it good? Do the kids love it?
The kids love it.
I used to
so
love...
much chocolate.
Dude, I used to love Easter more than Christmas. Like, for Greeks...
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Easter was the best, man.
Yeah. Even like the week before, we had Polish Easter.
Yeah, because...
It was nice too. It was really nice.
Yeah, well, it's good now I get 2 Easters because of Jess. Whereas growing up, we always had Orthodox Easter.
I went to church on.
You took Andrea, didn't you?
I went on the Friday.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my God, am I the arsehole for not letting my best friend stay at my house? But it says not the arsehole, so I'm not going to read
But
it.
you know what grinds my gears, man? You go to these like Greek events, and like I don't know, like I've been training my ass off to like I've lost about 20 kilos.
Oh,
right?
then you just put. You know, I said this before. Chris keeps going, guys. I told him tonight when he come in here. You might not notice it. He's sitting on the couch here. We're sitting here, but you've definitely lost weight, man. And you look really. I said that to you before. You look good, man.
Thanks,
and I
Thanks, man.
hope it continues for you. And you're doing.
Oh yeah, I've got a long
When
way to
I'm
go.
there standing next to you,
Yeah.
and you're saying 20, you can notice it.
Well, I work my ass off. I like do a lot of walking and a lot of diet.
But
And,
then
like,
it all comes back on one day of Greekies.
it all comes back. But anyway, like it does, man.
It does, man.
Oh look, you can still eat like
Oh.
big, but then like as long as you don't continue it for like age, but
Yeah, that's right.
that's here or there. But anyway, you know how hard you work. You go to Greek Easter and these stupid Greeks. Sorry if no any Greeks.
No. We're
But
allowed
these stupid people, right?
No, you're allowed to say
I'm not
Greeks.
saying Greeks.
No, you're allowed to say.
People.
You're allowed to say Greeks.
They comment, "Oh, look, how big are you?" like that. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You don't know what I've been through
Yeah.
for the last 3 months. I've been fucking walking
But
my
what-
ass off. Like, I walk like 10, 11 Ks every fucking day.
Yeah, but
And you got the fucking audacity to say something? Shut the fuck up and stop saying that. You shouldn't say anything.
yeah, that's what
You
I
know
was
what I
going to
mean?
say. What?
Because
I
you
don't know what sort of a person comments to someone about their weight. That's silly. Unless you're mates and you pay each other out.
Unless
like-
it's a compliment.
yeah.
But not just, it might not be about weight. It might be something else. Like, I know someone that's got bad acne.
Yeah, I know.
And they
Yeah.
attack people. Oh,
That's
look at her face. Like, shut.
Shut
You
the
don't know
fuck
what
up.
this person's been
Yeah,
through.
that's right. That's silly.
You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what I fucking I've been
Yeah, of
doing every
course.
day to get
Of
to that.
course.
Don't say nothing. If you haven't got anything good to say, don't say nothing at all.
No, I agree.
And that's my pet peeve for the week. Because that pisses me off.
Heard that here, guys. Grinds Chris's gears, and he was very passionate about that.
Yeah, no, it's just like
Now, I don't think if you don't have, like you said, acne, but mate,
anything, man, that
Never-
can put you down. Like, shut up. Like, you don't
never
have,
comment
don't
on
have
a
to be-
person's weight, mate.
weight or anything that makes them feel
Yeah.
inferior or not good about themselves, and and then you don't know if they've tried.
Yeah.
You don't know. How does before you shouldn't say anything. If you're gonna say something, compliment them or something. If you think that.
Yeah.
Or if you're not, don't say nothing at all because
Yeah, no, I agree.
it's bullshit, mate.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally agree.
Fucking bullshit, and it pisses me off because you work so hard. And the problem is when people say that, it plays with your mind,
Yeah,
and then you don't want to go do it again.
100%.
It's like, well, what's the point? But
100%.
you got to be stronger, guys. You got to be stronger and just go for it because
100%.
you got to. If you want it bad enough, you don't give a shit what anyone says. You just go do it. And then when you're fucking ripped or whatever, or
Whatever
look
you
amazing,
are, you're at your goal.
yeah, finally. But it's mostly like those old people that say it.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Father Jim is guiding the lost footballing souls who lost on Gather Round and are appearing as phantom lights in the sky. I've
Maybe.
been vibing with the lost souls. Zakao, hi Chris C and KP, how are you and everyone on the live chat? I never really click on the like button on videos, actually, Joy says. Well, please do it for us, Joy. We had a massive Easter, GT says. He's obviously Greek, but definitely did this time. Joy said, thank you. Chris, what 3 pieces of advice could you tell your kids now that will help them grow up as people? We'll touch on that when I read the comments, so remember that. Remember that. Big Z in the house, GT says about Zakal. You play Clash of Clans by any chance? Does anyone play Clash of Clans?
Is that the
do not.
mobile phone app?
I think so.
Yeah.
Coaching a Greek team during Greek Easter formation. 1 goalkeeper, 8 defenders, 1 midfielder, 1 forward. That's wild. Don't listen to the haters, Jimmy says. Good advice. Someone once asked me, how is it wrong to comment on someone's weight? My thought was this person clearly has no manners or respect. There you go. So back to that question. What 3 pieces of advice could you tell your kids now that will help them grow as people? Well, your oldest is only, 7, isn't he? So what
Yeah.
advice could you, like, as a 7-year-old, it's a bit...
The thing is, you talk to them and like
they're
they don't
thinking
understand yet.
Yeah. So, well, let's say he's a teenager.
Just be respectful to people is probably number one. If you've got
Be good.
and
be
be
a good
good and be
person.
respectful.
Be a good person.
Yeah, and be a good person and be respectful, but don't be a pushover.
Yeah, don't be a pushover as well. Yeah, 100%. I agree. With that.
Don't let people walk all over you, because what?
Jess got a real good one for you here, man. Sorry to cut you off.
That's right.
She goes, it shows their own fears to be pointing out their judgments.
100%. 100%.
I think she put that perfectly.
Perfectly. Yep, it does.
You know, I've had it in soccer before, man. Like, this guy went on the internet. There's a big soccer forum here. And he went on the internet and wrote about my team. He goes, that team's going to do nothing this year with a has-been like KP up front. He put my initials. I was KP back then. And at the time, I was only 30. I was 34. And he goes, yeah. And that's what he wrote. He goes, this team's going to go nowhere with a has-been like KP up front. And I knew who it was. I found out who it was that wrote it. And that year, we actually won the championship. And I finished leading goal scorer. And I remember I saw him. And I said to him, I shook his hand. And I went right up to him and I shook his hand, like real, firm handshake. And I said, just remember, I said, it's better to have been a has-been than it never was. And I just walked off. And then I knew who it was, and I just walked off. And he just sat there silent.
See, that's the best. That's the best.
It's true, though. If you're a has-been, it means, in sport especially, you were something. You did something.
Yeah.
Got to be good to be a has-been.
A has-been, 100%. 100%, man. No, it's similar in those lines.
100% it is.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm using
very
it as
similar.
an
Yeah,
example.
similar. Very similar. People should just shut up.
100%. I agree.
Because
don't judge.
Don't judge
Don't
until
be
you know.
judgy.
Like you've seen me once in
Don't judge.
2-3 years.
That's right.
See the whole picture, mate.
That's
You
right.
didn't see me fucking 6 months ago.
That's
when
right.
I was bigger.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Judge.
I'm fucking out there sweating my ass off, and I'm always out there. If anyone follows me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm fucking always out there on my stories.
He's working hard.
All right? Follow me on Instagram, Christos, HFD
There you go.
_.
That's wild.
But
Hey,
yeah, so
you gotta tag it. Respect, and you'll
yeah.
gain respect. Simple. Those rare moments. Yeah, I agree.
I reckon, and also, learn from your people that have lived,
Oh, 100%.
and don't take life for granted. Like,
Yeah.
don't enjoy every moment. I'll tell them, and don't take things for granted. Like,
Listen,
enjoy.
you're
And the
never-
thing, it's hard for a kid to understand
Of course.
that.
You're never going to go through life, and there's always going to be ups, downs, adversities. You're never going to enjoy every moment of life. It's just, you're not. Like,
No.
like your friend passed away. You didn't enjoy it. Like, you're not going to,
It's
but the moments you can enjoy, man, enjoy them. And from the moments that those times of adversity, make them help you grow.
Yeah.
That's what I'll
And
give.
laugh.
That's the,
And also,
and
yeah.
just,
and also try laugh as much as you can.
like I say,
Be
man,
happy.
everyone, the people, the fans of the show, like my partners there, like I'm the most carefree person.
Yeah.
Sometimes too carefree. And I'll admit that. But I'd rather be like that than that's one. I give that advice to people. Don't hang yourself up on things you don't have control of.
Yeah.
Like things upset you so much, but if you can't control the outcome of that, don't worry about it. Because there's no point in worrying about it if you can't fix it. There's no point worrying about it.
Some people are just wired to worry.
Yeah, of course. Like
That's
this,
the problem.
I'll worry about HFD. You know why? Because I can fix it. It's
Yeah.
true. I
Yeah.
can fix what happens here. You know what I mean? Like I'll get upset if I do something bad at soccer, maybe because I'm in control of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's
I understand.
joy, respect to gain respect. Not necessarily. The world is full of good and bad people. Be observant. I agree with that too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's from Rob. I agree with that too.
No, you have to be these days,
100%.
and surround yourself with people that, like good people.
Of course.
Good people that care for you.
Yeah.
Not are going to stab you in the back. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But sometimes you need to learn these lessons though.
Joy says laughing can help lose up to 15 calories. I read.
There
Well,
you
I'll tell you what, we're losing because me and you crack up all the time.
go. Go now.
Yeah. Agree, Chris. Laughter has been scientifically proven to be positive to life. Oh, it is, man. Laughter is that saying didn't come out of nowhere, mate. Laughter's the best medicine. Because even I've seen people that are terminally ill, mate, and you're laughing, they seem vibrant.
Of course.
Because it's
like
you're happy.
Be happy, man. And stress. Don't stress as much.
Stress. That's
You know
what I'm
what I mean?
saying.
And
If
remember,
you can't control something, don't stress.
And
about
remember, as you said, if you can't control it, it doesn't
doesn't matter.
And yes, we need money to survive, but
Of course we do, because that's the life we live in.
It's not everything, though.
It's not everything.
And most people, a lot of people that have got a lot of money are not happy.
No.
And a lot of people that have got zero money
are happy.
That's
right.
So it just goes to show. So have a balance. Everything has to be balanced.
Yeah, of course.
If you can have a balanced life,
that's why they say, mate, have a balanced diet. Have a balanced.
That's right. Just everything has to be balanced.
That's right. You are right, Rob. If you respect, though, you'll have less issues. Yeah, I agree. Listen, my dad always raised me, mate, to be respectful. Like, that's, like, Jess laughs at me because when he calls me sometimes, I say yes, sir, to him. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah. You've got a really tight bond with your dad, which is very unique. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, but I my dad is like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
And I've said it on here. Remember we talked about heroes? I said my dad's my hero. I said that.
Yeah.
I said, and it's clip it. I've said it on here. And most of the things I've learned in life, I've learned from him. Rob was my coach. I learned things from Rob.
Yeah.
Coaches. When you get good coaches, they're like father figures, and I've said that. Like Rob at a junior level, was an amazing coach, and he's one of my friends. I've said that to him many times. My dad. I've had a senior coach, like Chris Trajanovsky, that was like a father figure to me, man. Like I learned so much from these people. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like so, try and if you can find someone that you can learn off.
100%.
Like it's good to learn off people.
Definitely.
That's how you learn from other people that have experienced these things. So
laughter. Watch Patch Adams the movie. Oh, Robin Williams, what a legend. Tell you what, I said don't stress about things that like you can't control it. But you know how upset I was when Robin Williams died? I loved that guy.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
He's so talented, man.
Sad, wasn't it?
Oh, so sad.
It was.
Just don't laugh in serious moments.
You know what?
Sometimes there's serious moments that, man, you can't cry. You just laugh.
Have you heard about like people? Like how we all think that when we go to a funeral, everyone should wear black, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was like a study done. If you wore white,
everyone be happier. Probably.
Yeah.
I think black is just because it's a mourning thing.
I know it is.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
because you're meant to mourn. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But we should be celebrating his life, not mourning his life.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you reckon?
It depends. I think, let's say back to Sandra, like my mate Andre, when there's deaths like that, I think it's very hard to not mourn it when, you lose someone in their 30s.
Yeah, of course.
But when it's like, let's say my bapu or something, 90 something, but celebrate them, mate. Don't be upset about that because they had good lives.
Exactly.
But when it's young, it's really hard.
It is hard.
It's hard.
Like, you're right. You're right.
That's just me. Personally.
No. I agree.
Like
I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Like, I know you like.
No, I agree. No, of course they do. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Hey, Joy, I withdraw from those. I don't respect, but I live by my father's words. Politeness costs nothing. There you go. That's a wise quote, Rob. Joy says. Brazilian tradition is to wear white at funerals. Cultural dependent.
Oh.
It's sad to know you won't see them again, Jess is saying. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying, like, it's the cut, like, it's a more depressing colour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes my dad now, like, obviously is older. There's sometimes when I look at him and I see my grandfather and I, like, just trips me out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because...
Well, they look the same.
The body shape, everything, like, just...
Yeah.
I see, and I'm like...
Have you lost both your grandfathers?
Yeah. All grandparents. I don't have any.
I've got my years. My grandma.
My other year just died. My last year died recently.
Yeah.
Like September last year.
I think I
It is
did,
what it is.
sorry.
Yeah, you did. You were going to come to the funeral.
I was,
You were
but
working.
I was working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's
Yep.
Hess in this life, but maybe you see them in the next life. And Jess says maybe.
I reckon death is not what we think it is.
It might not be.
Like as scary as it all sounds, because no one knows what really happens.
No one knows. That's right.
I reckon like it's not as bad as I reckon being born is worse
Probably.
than dying.
Probably.
Dying's like
Yeah,
quick.
it's gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Where being born
You
would
got
be
your whole
worse.
life ahead of you.
Being born would be worse.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Listen,
Do
I
you know what I
agree
mean?
with what you're saying. That's like
Like everyone's
one
scared.
knows. Like how Jess said maybe because no one knows.
No, but most people are scared to die, right? Because
course.
we don't know. No one knows. It's the unknown.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
It is.
But I reckon when it happens, you'll be like,
Nah,
oh, you'll be
yeah.
like, oh, is that it?
Yeah, is it?
That's
If
what will
there
happen.
is an afterlife, you'll be like, oh, that was all right.
I reckon there is.
There may be. Like I said, no one knows.
No one knows 100%.
So
No,
there's no
100%.
no one could. That's one thing that could never be proven. If
Not the mo-
if
no,
there
no,
is
it
or
can't.
isn't, because
Well, there's been life experience.
yeah,
we don't know if that's true.
you just
though.
don't know if you can.
No.
You can't believe unless.
That's why when I talk about faith, like Christianity,
Yeah.
Islam,
Like
people say, "Oh no, I'm 100%." I go, "You can't be 100% because you don't. You know, you have to have faith in something to be 100%. But truly, are you 100%?
no.
No.
See, Joy said she's talking to Jess. Oh no, GT said it. Sorry, to Jess. Memories are always there. You'll never forget. And Jess says yes. But like, what if you got Alzheimer's, man? Like my bapu had Alzheimer's, and I've said this, mate. If I had Alzheimer's, switch me off, bro. Because
a lot of people are like that.
my bapu,
that's euthanasia.
yeah, I don't care.
Asia.
But for that, mate, if
So, you can be euthanized.
yeah, I would. If I got Alzheimer's,
And that's allowed now. It wasn't allowed
Yeah, I know.
until
listen,
a few years
like
ago.
my bapu had Alzheimer's, right? And he was 91. He was the fittest physical person, man. If he didn't have Alzheimer's, he'd still be alive
Yeah.
because he was. Mate, he used to hang with my dad, and people thought they were brothers. Like he was so youthful and that, and he had Alzheimer's. And I remember my dad was looking at him,
Yeah.
and my bapu was telling him. So my dad's name is Andrew. He was going, "Get the fuck out of my face."
Yeah.
And go get Andrew. And he was saying it to my dad. So he was saying, get out of here and go get... That's how bad his Alzheimer's was.
Yeah,
Mate.
yeah.
If I'm like that, fucking cut me off, mate. I would never want to be like that.
Yeah.
you know?
I'm the same. Like if I'm like brain dead,
Yeah.
and you just
Switch
having
me off, man.
might as well just switch me
Don't
off.
waste your time mourning me. Like, why? If I'm... Yeah. I agree. You guys should do a live stream playing Get Over It. What's Get Over It?
Let's get over it.
Whatever your beliefs, it's important to enjoy life now, in my opinion. I agree, Rob, 100%. Fast forward in KP, GT says. Yes, it's up to you to be positive and live a happy life for the most part, Jess says. Agree, KP. As soon as my quality of life is 0, turn me off. I saw my grandfather and father suffer Alzheimer's. It was horrible. Yeah, I agree. My grandfather,
Yeah.
man, and
Even dementia.
yeah,
Another one.
that's what it was. That's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing. Yeah, like my other bapu had Parkinson's, right? And they were coming in, giving him morphine. He was shaking, man, to keep him alive, to be in pain. He had no quality of life. And I was there, man, going, what are you doing? Let him pass away. I'm like, why are you giving him morphine to... They're like, oh, we have to. I'm like, why? Like, why?
Well, probably the laws back
Yeah,
then.
I don't care.
Allow it.
I don't care.
Well, the morphine brings it on though anyway.
yeah, of course.
The death.
Yeah,
quick.
cool.
Once you're on morphine,
Yeah.
you're pretty much done.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of pain that's involved.
Of course.
Yeah.
Rob says 100% he agrees with Jess. Be positive, live a happy life for the most part. Yeah. Because
You
like I
have to,
said,
man.
you're never going to enjoy every part of life.
No.
Like it's like anyone, if there's, me and Jess have talked about, man, if there's any couple that tells you they don't argue, they're fucking lying. You know that.
Yeah, of course.
Mate, no couple lives every day of their life, doesn't have arguments.
No.
But it doesn't mean you don't love each other and you're not living a happy
No,
life.
Of course not.
Every couple argues. If they don't argue, something's fucking wrong.
100%.
That's it, you know.
No, look. Everyone has their off days and this and that, but if you can keep happy like most of the time,
Of course.
and be content with your life,
Of course.
and realize how lucky we are,
100%.
especially that we live in a country like this.
Yeah, and you know
and
what?
we
That's
get to, I mean, there are some aspects of government which sucks here in Australia, but in all, we live pretty comfortable.
And, you know, and I always think about that, like, we're born here, right? And I think back, and that's why for me personally, I feel so indebted to my dad, my parents, because my dad moved here.
Yeah.
You know, from rags, mate. Nothing in Cyprus.
Yeah.
And created a legacy, mate, gave me everything I got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm always so indebted to them. You know what I mean? Like, and your parents are the same, you know, ethnics, like Jess's Oma and Opa moved here, like Rob's parents, like they gave us this, they didn't have life as easy as us.
No.
And that's why you say, like, be thankful for what we got, man. Like, you know, if you're like us and you're living a good life, like that was given to you by your parents, like that's why I'm always saying about the Wills, like I would never go against their because they're giving me everything. Like,
yeah, no, definitely. They worked hard, especially in those days as well when they came here for us. You know,
100%.
They lived like we're living now.
Yeah. Getting Over It is a game involving climbing up mountains, building continuously until you reach space, and avoid falling back down to the ground and starting again. What do you mean? Can I climb a mountain like here? Or is it like a board game or something? It's a frustrating game, but fun and requires careful timing. Well, there you go. Getting Over It. I've got to Google this.
Like when I shaved my beard and became the eagle, I had to get over it.
That was wild.
Yeah.
The eagle landed.
I had to get over it. Then I waited 3 weeks and it's back.
It was like more like a day. It was like that's not my
like
brother.
Homer.
My brother George is like Homer. Oh, dude, George will shave in the morning. By 5 o'clock, it's like he's got a full like 5 o'clock.
That's hilarious.
Video game. There you go. All right, guys. Well, listen, it's been a real good show.
It has been a good show.
Chris has been up since 3 a.m. So
I have been. I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, so we won't, go into it anymore. But listen, I know we talked about some sports and that before, but Chris always says this. If there's any sports questions you want to direct,
let's do it now.
Direct them right now.
Right now, guys.
For the next 10 minutes, whatever it is. 5, 10 minutes, and then we're done.
If you want sports, bring it on.
Anything you want to direct.
I know Jess will leave now.
Yeah, Jess will leave now, but we've got Rob's team, Man City, are playing Bayern Munich tomorrow. He might want to say something. I don't know.
If you want to talk about Port, Crows, AFL, anything.
Joy,
you want to talk about the golf, the cricket.
Yeah.
Actually,
right.
don't talk about cricket.
So,
I got no idea.
GT says, guys, my parents have started to show signs of not being all there. It's actually hard to see them this way. They've been so strong all my life.
Yeah, it's tough.
There you go, man. And Rob says,
tough. Sorry.
Rob says, feel for you, GT23. Be there for them. Yeah, and that's all I can say, man. Like, my dad, like I said, we were there with my bapu mate till the end. He didn't even know who my dad was.
Yeah.
And he was there like it was clockwork, man. Like, that's right. Be there for them, yeah. Will Zlatan finally win the European Champions League? Rob says, with Milan. Well, they knocked out Napoli. Listen, man, it pains me to say this, but I think Man City are going to win the Champions League. It doesn't pain that for Rob. I think the only team that can stop them is the current champions, maybe Madrid. But it pains me because they could do a treble, and Man United are the only team that have done that. Only British team. And if Man City do it, the only thing I'll say is we did it first.
Well, someone else has to do it one time.
Listen, Barcelona have done it. Bayern Munich have done it. Teams from other countries, but United are the only British team to do it. So,
wow.
Would you like an Adelaide NRL team to come back? No, because
I would.
We just don't get the support for it. I just think it's sad.
No, you'll get support now.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why? It's struggled.
It was done. Look, last time it was like a Super League. It wasn't even the proper. I reckon now.
You think they'll get NRL support?
Yeah.
Where though? They can't play at Adelaide Oval.
Why?
They'll never fill it. You won't get 45,000 people.
Dude, they fill up all the other NRL games like the Roosters. They filled it, man. Trust me, they'll fill it.
Yeah, not every week. You won't get 45 here every week, man. You barely get that sometimes.
All right, you might get
sometimes
maybe at the soccer ground.
High Marsh.
Marsh.
Yeah, it's better fit for it.
Put it there.
That's where I'd play. I agree. 100% agree.
Put it there. But I reckon we need one.
20,000 High Marsh.
Yeah.
And then if you start filling that consistently, Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
If they fill it, I agree.
Because there are NRL people here.
Are they going to attract players here? They're going to have to be given money.
That's the difference.
They're going to have to do what the AFL does. Give that team money.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's correct.
GT, that would be one of the hardest things to see. I'm sorry to hear. Make the most of your time with them now and be strong for them now. There you go. That's from Jess. KP, when can I come and see you score a hat trick? Does that mean I have to predict I'm going to score a hat trick? Thanks, Hess, GT says to Jess. That's wild. That's the UCL semi-final. Real Madrid, Man City, or Bayern Munich. Yeah, I know it's...
Bayern Munich have a good team.
But Man City going to knock them out in the morning. They're ready 2-0, 3-1 up, I think.
Oh, okay.
AC Milan to win the Champions League, Rob is saying, and he's a Man City fan. Listen, I hope they win it because they've been they're one of the biggest clubs in the world and they've been in the slums for a good 10 years now and they won the league last year and they're back. Oh, fuck, I hope they win it, man. I hope they do. Great show, guys. See you next time.
No worries. Thanks for coming in.
I hope you enjoyed it. Well, you heard Chris's thing. He said about the NRL team. Listen, I agree. Put them at High Marsh. And if they fill that consistently, because Adelaide United struggle to fill it sometimes now, and soccer's bigger than NRL here, I think.
At the moment, yeah. But NRL's, it didn't take off with the Adelaide Rams, but if you make a new team,
what you will get there, why it will get fans is because there's people here that support other teams that will just go to watch it.
Correct.
They might not support them.
I think
you'll get people that support them.
I think it's popular enough to make at least 20,000 people.
Yeah, I agree. High Marsh, yeah.
And it could still. I don't know if it's going to make a lot of money, but
yeah,
you can actually. Yeah, I reckon they should have one. I reckon every team. I reckon if it's a national comp, every national. In Perth, they used to go to them and they used to take them out. But that was the Broncos, the Rabbitohs used to take them out. So I don't know.
Hess, for God's sake. Film KP scoring goals. He'll love it. And Jess says, fine. Listen, in saying that, there is a game. I've got a game recorded from last year, the final game of the season, where I score a hat-trick, and it's on. I can get it off my friend Dino because he was the videographer and he recorded it.
Well, get it.
I could get it and show the 3 goals.
Well, you should.
I
want to see it.
I'll get it from Dino, guys, when I can. And we'll upload just the goal, just the 3 goals. And you can tell me what you guys think.
I'd love to see it.
You can see, we'll laugh.
I'd love to see it.
Fact, my dad used to coach Adelaide United coach Carl Viet way back in Waiala. Yeah, because he's from Waiala, isn't he? So your dad coached him, eh? Carl was in my team. Awesome. Carl was a good player, young man. He was. He started, when he slowed down and that, he became a bit one-dimensional, I thought. But he was good when he was younger. He was a good, real good player, yeah. Yeah, he's from Waiala. I forgot he's from there. Country boys.
Any other questions?
No, in saying that, Rob, Tony Vidmar played 2 games for my club, right? Like my dad signed him. This is before he went to Rangers in Scotland. He was playing for Adelaide City, right?
Yeah.
And my dad was president of our club, signed Tony Vidmar.
Yeah.
He came to us. He scored 2 goals against Campbelltown in the cup we won. And then back then the federation had control of all the players. They came back and said to we were a little club, they go, we want $5,000 insurance for Tony Vidmar. And we didn't have it. And my dad had signed him. And then a week later, he got signed by Rangers. And he went on to play in the World Cup for Australia and
there you go.
Play English Premier League.
Wow. There you go.
So how much is AFL going to be discussed on Friday? Me and John will discuss it while we're playing games.
He loves that. GT23 loves AFL.
Yeah, no, we will discuss it. AFL tips for the week, Chris. Rob says.
What are the games?
Let's get the games up. And I'll tell you what I think so far.
I'll tell you.
I'll bring up ESPN footy tips.
All right. So first one. I'm going to go... this one's a hard one.
Fremantle Bulldogs. It's in Western Australia.
Freo playing $1.78.
Let's see. Let you do yours first and I'll do mine.
So Bulldogs are $2.03, but I just don't think Freo have the firepower to beat the Bulldogs.
You're going to go Bulldogs in Western Australia?
Yeah, Bulldogs. What are you doing?
I might go Freo, eh? I don't know. I'm tough on it, though. I don't know. It's tomorrow.
It's a tough one.
Definitely, game, I'm going with you guys next year.
Port Adelaide, West Coast Eagles. got to go Port on that one because,
gotta go
Port.
Port.
West Coast are still, you going Port?
Yeah, 100%. GT says because I'm not into gaming. Yeah, but you come and hang with us. Have it in the background.
GWS versus the Lions.
Got to go Lions, I think.
Yeah,
Even though it's in Sydney, I have to go.
Yeah, I got to go Lions.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Swans. I just think they're... But then again, Geelong...
Is it at Skilled? GM?
Yeah, it's at Cattery.
Yeah, but you
they
know
don't lose games there, do they?
Nah, but Sydney, because SCG is similar to Skilled.
If it was anyone else playing there, I would probably pick Geelong. But I reckon Sydney.
Because they play a small ground well.
I'm looking into champion data lately, and Geelong are way off where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're not.
So
good.
Sydney Swans for me.
That's a hard one, man. But I'm going to go Sydney too, I think.
Yeah. The Hawks.
I'm going Adelaide.
I'm going Crows to beat the Hawks, even though it'll be hard.
Fuck,
Carlton versus St Kilda. I'm going to go the Saints. I just think they play it a bit better at the moment.
I think the Suns win the next one.
Oh, yeah, the Suns at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then this one's
Anzac
hard.
Day, I'm going to go Collingwood, but who knows? I'm going to go Collingwood, personally.
Man, they looked good last week, Essendon.
Yeah.
And Collingwood
have looked...
I'm going to say, because the teams haven't come out yet, but I'm going to say Essendon.
I haven't watched Collingwood. I've watched a few. That's actually the team I've watched most this year because of watch-alongs and that. I haven't seen Collingwood really be bad this year. Even when they lose to Brisbane, they were still good.
Yeah.
They came back and almost won.
Yeah.
That's when the lights went out. Yeah, it's a hard round. GT says Port, you reckon? Ha ha ha. Port gonna smash West Coast. Sorry, GT.
He's the West Coast supporter.
No, I'm sorry, man.
But we'll be doing look, GT23, don't worry if you don't want to see the gaming. You can always come to see the footy podcast probably Monday or Tuesday.
I expect you to show up and talk to me and John while we're gaming, man. Give us moral support because I'm going to have to carry John through, a battle royale. So.
And we'll do a watch along on Tuesday for sure.
You're going to do one on the Anzac Day?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. What time? It'll be lunchtime or something?
Tuesday.
2:50.
Yeah, I'll do one.
Cool.
So
Rob says it's all about cash for me, so I'm trying to win.
Well, that's what I'm going
Well,
for.
he got 8 last week.
I'm on the bottom, so don't listen to my tipping.
Let's have a look here, guys. I'm going to go to... We'll go to the competitions. So we're going to HFD footy tips, right? So we've got Amanda's top on 32. Kenny from camp. Who's that?
I'm not sure.
That's equal second with me and Methodical Flame, who is King of the North.
Yeah.
So we're all on 30.
Mm-hmm. King of the North is King of the North.
Oh, who's Methodical Flame? I thought that was his name.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's his name, I think, because he...
It's not. He's King of the North.
Nah. Oh, is he all the way down there?
Yeah.
16th.
Yeah.
Who's Methodical Flame?
I don't know.
Well, Kenny from camp, me,
Some
Methodical
people never told
Flame
me.
are all on 30.
Yeah.
So we're equal second. Jimbo Limbo is on 29 with Captain Benjamin. Don's Destroyers, Front Bums, You've Been More, I can't read the rest of it, ESPN Fan, which I think is Rob, is on 28. So Rob's doing good.
Yeah.
Jazzman was doing really good, but he's gone down to 11th now. He's on 27 with GT23, my dad. BJK, don't know who that is. They're all on 27. Then there's Alia, King of the North, Da Hunter on 26. So then 18th is Wayne, Team Thos, Olenka, and Fahad all on 25. So they're from 18 down to 22. And then Cryptopolis on 24. And then Big Man, you're on 20.
I know, man. Don't remind me.
With Dam and then Disaster Dale.
Don't remind me.
You guys are all on 20, man. Out of how many rounds?
I know. Well, we haven't done well.
That's bad, though, man.
Yeah, but if I get 9 now, I'll come up the top.
You'll be on 29. You still will be below me, if I get 0.
I don't know. But I'll be a
So
start.
in 5 rounds, you got 20.
Yeah. Been bad. Remember last year I was killing it?
You were killing it last year.
I was.
So you've averaged 4
4 to 5.
You've averaged 4 exactly
4, yeah, every game.
around.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's funny.
All right, guys. Well,
That's wild.
all I can say is, guys, don't forget to do your tips because if you forget, you'll miss out.
Man City, Man United, FA Cup final. Rob says, watch along for FA Cup. Listen, I think City are guaranteed to be in it. But I don't know if we are guaranteed to be in it, Rob, because Brighton are flying. That Italian coach, Roberto De Zerbi, is...
You know what we should do?
He's flying, man.
We should do a watch-along scary movie again.
Oh, we have to do a watch along for scary movie. Yeah. We have to. What? Pick a scary movie. GT 23, June, I think. It will be... Well, when will the Champions League final will be? 20... Oh, because of the World Cup, it might be a bit later. So it might be in June. It will be in June. Yeah, Rob's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What scary movie would you like? What haven't you seen? Do we just let them pick?
Apparently, there's like some movie that is.
That's
like,
the one that Dan was telling us about?
They turn it off after no one's ever watched it all the way.
No one?
No.
Surely we'll watch it.
Not many people.
We'll do it here, like this, on the couch. We have to.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, guys.
I'm scared now.
Whoever's in the Discord, whatever, I don't know, give us some tips for...
Can we do Galaxy Quest watch along?
We have to.
Can we do that soon?
Just so we laugh.
Please?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, pick a scary movie for us because we want to do a scary movie watch along.
Yeah, and Galaxy Quest.
And Galaxy Quest just so we can laugh.
And I want the background to be the
ship.
Is it, and then so it's protective?
Yeah, the Enterprise. Or not, not the Enterprise, something like that.
Sea and Sin protective.
What's the Insidious, Rob says? Question mark. It's a movie, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Rob will know the name of the ship in Galaxy Quest. All right, guys. Well...
All right, guys.
In saying that, it was an awesome show.
It was an awesome show.
We
Thanks
had
for
a
coming.
really good show. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the likes.
Good luck with the tipping this week, guys. If you be in the tipping.
Good luck for the tipping.
Oh, one more thing. 10K and 10 bets. I don't know if you got
Is it coming back this week?
I don't know if you got the graphic there.
I do. Is that coming back this week?
Apparently. So, Johnny
What did we get to? We got to 4 last time, didn't we?
Yeah, Johnny G will be back with that. So make sure you guys check out our socials for those bets. We got to bet 4. We're going for bet 10. Let's get it.
We'll get it. I reckon we get it.
Yeah.
Listen, we're doing well. Do you know what I said to John? What killed us last time was I said to him, man, you're overthinking. When we were putting the bets together last time, I said it's mind-boggling me how much we're overthinking this. I was like, stop it. Like I don't. All right. Yeah, so give us some tips for the watch-along, guys, and we'll do Galaxy Quest 1. We'll do a horror movie because that was fun.
That was fun.
Paranormal Activity was so fun. And you know what?
We need Jim here.
When we do it, you know what I'm going to try to do? You've heard it here first. And I'll do it for Dan too. I'll get the coffin chip and I'll do the chip on either a footy Friday night or a horror movie watch-along.
Let's do it.
Because I smashed that other chip.
Yeah.
So we'll do the coffin chip. All right,
man.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks for being here. If there's anyone new, please remember like, share, comment, subscribe.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
And
we'll see you at the next one.
Thanks for coming in. What's your plans for the rest of the week, man? You got work?
Got work, but going to footy on Saturday.
Is that your first day off?
So yeah, and I'll
walk tomorrow.
I'll take a walk tomorrow. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Chris Top _ HFD. Follow me there, guys, and you'll see all my walking.
You can see the journey.
See the journey. So
that's it, guys.
Yeah. So follow me on there, guys.
Rob says I'll do the chip too because he did do the other one when we're doing the World Cup watch along.
Yeah.
And he did very well too. So he'll do a lot better than Chris and Jim. So. Jim's reaction wasn't even as funny as yours.
Oh, mine was bad.
No, but because Jim just got up and walked out.
Yeah, I know.
But yours, fuck, that was funny.
It was so hot.
All right, guys. Thanks for that.
Take care. Stay hunky.
Stay hunky. Bye.